I'm always getting stopped for. I mean, there's so many charities now. It's not just starving people anymore. It's everything.
Yeah.
One little fault, they're out there with a clipboard.
Yeah,
asking for your bank details.
a lot of new diseases have cropped up.
But that shouldn't be allowed. I think they should have, like, 1 year where they go, this year, you know, hungry people.
Right.
Next year, people with a limp. Or just like they do with the China thing, with the year of the cat, year of the rabbit. It's very clear.
Yeah.
It's that year. That's who we're helping this year.
Right.
If you've got that problem, it's your year. You're going to have a good one.
And who decides?
Just have some meeting. Just have a meeting with
what would be the
charity.
first year? So what would be the first year? This year?
Right, well, we'd look at it and we'd go, right, what are we hearing a lot of problems about? And someone goes, so-and-so's hungry. Go, right, are we all in? Are we in to give this lot food? And we're not just going to give them food.
So it's not everyone who's hungry, it's specific people. So it's like hungry...
Starving, people who are starving. If someone goes, oh, my kid's deaf, well, maybe next year. Maybe next year. It's not your turn this time. We can't help everyone at once. Because that's life, isn't it? You've got to give and take in your own life. There's things that I want, I can't have, I do without, have something else
but
that's
there's
more
so many
important.
causes that
but
it
that's
could
what I'm
wait
saying,
20
Steve.
years before your charity
I know,
comes
but
round.
what can you do then? Because we're not sorting it all out anyway.
I'm paraplegic.
Right?
Oh, I need help really bad.
So does everyone else.
Well, why are you giving it to the hungry now?
Because if we don't help the hungry now,
right,
they can't wait. You can wait.
Right. Oh God, I'm blind.
Is this a different person now?
Yeah, I'm blind.
Right, well, you're not hungry though, are you?
Well, a bit peckish.
Yeah, well...
Where's the fridge? I can't find the fridge. Can you help me to the fridge?
Yeah.
Otherwise I'll be hungry as well. I'm blind and hungry. I'm blind and hungry because I don't know where the fridge is.
Who's let you in?
But Carl, this is just a
Just some
chaotic
order.
idea. It's
It's
a chaotic
not.
because people who are hungry, there's always going to be people who are hungry.
Yeah, but I sort the problem out.
How do you sort it out?
Because I'll go, right, not only are we just giving you food,
right,
we're giving you some seeds. We're giving you a pan.
What, you think they haven't thought of that?
Let me hear the theory, please.
Right.
Sort it out. Don't just give food. That's going to run out.
Right.
Give them a proper... You see, the problem is, there's companies who jump on the back of all... Do you know when I was in the jungle? When I was in the jungle, right? On that travel thing?
Yeah.
I was in that tribe, right? Now, some company had given that tribe a laptop because it makes them look good. They can send out a press release. Well done to so-and-so computers.
Right.
They supplied the tribe in, you know, out of Amazon with a computer. I saw it. They were using it as a breadboard because they don't know what it is. They've got no electric. It's useless to them.
Right.
And that's what charity does.
Right.
Companies use it to make them look good. When I was there and I really needed to go to the toilet, I was thinking, our tribe, I wonder what their toilet facilities are like, right? Thinking it might be better than just doing it in a hole. Surely they've built a toilet. They're not stupid people. They kill animals. They know what they're doing. They know how to cook. Surely they've built some sort of unit. Turns out they don't. They still do it in a hole. But some company had been there, some plumbing firm, and given them a toilet, right? The bloke who, you know, the producer who was out there, he said, oh, you'll be happy. There's a toilet round the back there. I'm thinking, oh, brilliant. I go round there. It is a toilet, but it's not plumbed in.
Sure.
So it's just a vase with shit in it. It doesn't work. And this is what we need to do. We need to get out there and say, this is how it works. Educate them.
Okay, so let's do this then. So I'm a starving African.
Hello, Carl. Have you got any food? Got any food? Got any sandwiches?
Well, I
Starving.
have, but if I give you my sandwich,
Yeah.
there's someone else behind you,
Right,
and they'll
okay.
all come out.
So what are you going to do then? What are you going to do?
I'm going to help you.
How? What are you going to do?
I'm gonna make you think about how to make food.
Oh, okay, right.
Have you ever grown anything before?
No.
Right, well,
No.
here's some seeds for
Brilliant.
potatoes.
Oh, thanks, Carl. See you later. Do I just put them in the ground, yeah?
Put them in the ground and water them.
Oh, there's no water, you dopey cunt.
There is some
No,
water.
there's no water, you dopey cunt. That's why we're starving, you dopey cunt.
Right, well, at that point, that's where I go, well, this is a lost cause here.
Right.
There's no point.
Can I have your
So
sandwich
then-
after all?
No,
or
you're
what?
not having it. You're
Right,
not having it
so
now.
not only can I have a sandwich, you give me seeds with no water, you useless, bald-headed fucking twonk.
Right, but all I've done there is made the mistake of the computer firm who's given a laptop to a tribe. It's
Right.
useless.
Right.
But there's got to be another way around this.
Go on, then.
Either move...
Right.
Because every year they're going to be queuing up saying, I'm hungry, give me a sandwich. No, you're not having another sandwich.
Once again, it's an utterly ill-informed discussion.
I'm just saying there's no point queuing up every year. Do you want a sandwich? Here's a sandwich. The next year, can I have a sandwich? Where's your brother? He died. It's not sorting anything. It's buying him an extra day, an extra month or something.
But
it's
Karl,
pointless.
the point is, like Ricky's just flagged up, is that some of these countries, the conditions...
He died!
The conditions are not there to just be able to plant potato seeds.
So what are they meant to do then? Do you think we should go out every month, every year with sandwiches? Is that your answer, like some sort of buffet, an all-you-can-eat thing once a year? You see, it is bad. I don't want to come across harsh. They've got nothing. We waste stuff here. Waste annoys me just as much.
Right.
When I see sandwich shops chucking stuff out in bin bags, binning it, when there's people out there who are hungry, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I don't understand.
Right.
It's a problem that isn't being solved.
So your conclusion for these people, because there's no water where they are, right, is move. That is your honest. They should move.
Well, what's your solution?
Well, I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs. I don't even pretend to know. But
I tell you, it's not just it's sticking a, what's that saying? I don't know. It's sort of sticking a plaster over a hole or something, and the plaster comes off. It's a problem again.
yeah, that's the saying. Yeah,
it's the same.
I think that was Mark Twain.
You meet this guy in LA who's done a lot of stuff to his body. That's a result of a lot of plastic surgery and liposuction and...
120 procedures.
Yeah.
About 100 and... What did he say? It's about $150,000 worth of work.
I'm quite impressed with the fact that you don't care. You're happy to stand there posing with your top off. And let's face it, you haven't got the best body known to man.
It's not a bad one.
No, it's fine.
It works.
Yeah.
But I understand that any women watching this wouldn't go, oh, look at him. But that's the reality, isn't it? That's what most people look like.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So I don't know what's happened where they think that's normal on the left. All them bits, they're all implants he's got. The bits in his pecs, on the back of his arms, he's had stuff put in there.
Yeah.
And I was like, that can't be comfy.
No.
Have you sort of laid on Brighton Beach?
Yeah.
It's Pebbly Beach, isn't it?
Yeah, I used to live in Brighton. Yeah.
And it's not nice, is it, really? It's bumpy
annoying,
that.
yeah.
And that's what I imagine it would be like for him to lie down at night, because he's not lying on his own bits.
Right,
it's all lumps of stuff. But honestly, the lengths people go to, he was telling me about how people have the ball sack.
Yes.
The testicle.
Crack.
Not just that anymore.
Oh, what do they have now?
Ironed.
Oh, what? Oh, really?
They have the things ironed because of the creases.
Oh, God.
They don't want creases in it. It's just like, what? I mean,
So they want a smooth
yes.
ball sack.
And again, I was saying they're not, lines on your face. It's about expression. It's about showing feeling. I don't know why your testicle. What's the proper word for it?
Scrotal sack, maybe?
Is it?
Something like that, yeah.
The scrotal
It's
sack.
scrotum, isn't it?
Your scrotum.
Yeah.
It's got
wrinkly,
lines on it. Yeah, what's that? I mean, they're not worry lines, are they?
No.
I don't know what they're there for. I suppose it's to give it a bit of movement. But at the end of the day, they've been like that for thousands, millions of years or whatever. Don't worry about it.
Do you go to the toilet in front of each other?
What I mean is, I don't say I'm going, do you want to come and watch?
Right.
But what I mean is, I don't bother locking the door and sort of wondering about noises and stuff.
Okay.
I treat most things in life. It's like I never go to the doctors unless it's really
That is sensible.
bad.
That is very good advice.
No.
That's brilliant advice
Well,
for
it is,
anyone
though.
listening. Never go to the doctors.
Unless it's really bad.
But that's why a lot of people, die because they don't want to bother the doctor, or they're mildly embarrassed, or they don't know symptoms, bad symptoms. Go to the doctor if you're not sure about something. Like you were terrified to go and have your prostate.
Still not doing it.
Why not?
I wish you wouldn't talk about it, because now Suzanne will listen to this and she'll go, oh yeah, you haven't been, and start dragging it up again.
But why are you worried about a little a qualified doctor?
I don't know what they're doing up there.
What they
What
just
year
pop
are
the-
we in?
They. What are you talking about? They pop their finger up.
That's what I mean, though.
Why?
Why are they still using the index finger?
What, would you prefer the forefinger or the thumb, would
No.
you?
No, what I mean is, we've got...
Or a thumb on a stick, some kind of thumb on a stick.
Yeah, would you prefer it to
A
be
mechanical thumb, a robot thumb.
Why isn't it just a little camera?
Well, they put the camera up if they initially discover something.
But just put the camera up straight away. If I'm
No,
paying
they
for
don't
the
need
visit.
to. They pop the finger up, feel that the prostate isn't swollen, wiggle it around a little bit up your back passage. What are you worried about?
I don't think they need to do that.
Are you
in this day
embarrassed?
and
Are you
age.
embarrassed about being in a room with your trousers around your ankles and little fella's
A
popping his...
little bit, yeah.
Why?
And the other thing is, it's not just that, is it? So you go in there, they check your heart out and that, which to me is the most important thing, because that's what keeps you going, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? You've got to go there. You
Yeah.
sat on the bus, stressing out, thinking, oh, in less than half an hour, I'm going to have a finger up the arse, right?
What is the problem?
And they go in, they check your heart, they probably check your testicles and that.
What's up with that? They check your testicles, yeah.
Yeah,
That's...
but it's all building, and you sat there going, oh, soon that'll be happening.
Yeah.
And that's what puts me off.
So if they just came round when you were asleep, Suzanne just let them in and goes, he's over there, right? Yeah. And they crept up and went, bang. You go, what are you
prefer
doing?
that?
I just don't understand why they don't teach you how to do it yourself.
How can they?
Wow.
How can they teach? Imagine you squatting in a corner with one hand on your bollocks and the other finger up the arse going, it seems to be all right.
Carl, you don't understand the phrase "a stitch in time saves nine." I don't think you should be doing any kind of invasive medical research in your own human body.
But then
Who knows what trouble you're going to cause?
No, but then at least
You would get stuck.
Yeah.
You would get stuck.
Suzanne would come out, your fist would be up your own arse.
He likes Richmond Park. He goes, I like to see all the deers. I went, it's deers plural, you don't need to say deers. I try and educate whenever I can.
What's that one?
I said,
The deer is already
yeah,
plural.
deer is
Yeah.
plural. I said, you know, like sheep or fish. So you can say fishes. And we were laughing at us. I said, do you know the plural of mongoose? Because a lot of people would think it would be mongoose. It's not, it's mongooses. Do you know what Carl said?
Plural of mongoose.
Mongoose, yes.
Plural of mongoose.
It's worth a competition. No, it's not. No.
No, go on.
Carl, what did you think the plural of mongoose was?
Mongs.
I phoned him up. There was a front cover of the, I think it was the Telegraph one day this week, and it was an ironic story. It was a fluff piece, but it was a funny story. It was about a monkey in a zoo that had a ruck with its father because it's adolescent. It was like the equivalent of like 16 to 18, and it had a fight with its father, and it escaped. It ran away, and it was like, you know, an interesting story.
Yeah.
I phoned Carl up and said, "There's a monkey news. A monkey has escaped from its cage after an argument with its father." And he said, "What was the argument about?" I mean, he thinks like Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
What
Amazing.
was the argument about? Like the zookeepers are going, "Oh look, oh no, he's brought up his untidy room again." The father, "Oh look, he's caught him smoking again." I mean, what do you mean? What was the argument about? They have fights. They have fights, and then it ran away.
His dad wanted him to go to college, but he just wants to quit and get a job.
Yeah, and he fancied a monkey in the other cage, and the father was saying, "She's not good enough for you."
I remember, I was on a, I don't know if this is alright to talk about. I mean, it happened, so, you know, not worried
This is
about
all
it.
right to talk about. Everything's all right to
I
talk
was,
about.
But I was on the train, right, coming from Manchester back to London, right?
Yeah.
And, got on it was like a Friday night, and it was heaving, you know, like the last train is and all that. And, absolutely chocker. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm walking through the carriages, thinking, oh, is there any seats anyway? Anyway, everyone's like, it's heaving, right? It's people stood up in the doorways, you can't get in the toilet and all that. There's not going to be any chair knocking about. You know, so walking through, and anyway, I see this one empty chair sort of in front of me, right? I think, oh, why ain't anyone sat there, right? I'll just rush to that, get to that, I'll get myself a seat, plonk myself down, right? And, sort of turn round, you know, see who I'm facing, you know, see who you're sort of having a chat with. Little fella there, right? Little, well, Down syndrome kid.
Right.
Sat there. And, he goes, alright. And I thought, oh, right. Not bad, but do you know what I mean? They're always talking, aren't they? You ask a lot of questions. Right, so I was like, oh, here we go, 2.5 hours. And I couldn't get up because the thing is, that's obvious.
Sure.
Right? So that's like mean. I never want to be mean, do you know what I mean?
No.
At the end of the day. So anyway, so I think, I know, I'll go to sleep.
Clever.
Right, so I shut my eyes, and he leaves me alone and that. So then my phone goes, and I think, right, what do I do? Do I ignore it, or do I open my eyes and see what it is? Anyway, I open my eyes. It's Ricky calling about something, about nothing probably. Actually thinking about it, wasn't even worth answering. Right. So anyway, but I'm awake now, aren't I? So he's like, "Hello," and I'm like, "All right, mate." And he says, "You're muscly."
Oh God!
And I said, yeah. And he goes, you know, why? So I said, no, just Dan. It's, again, stressing me out, because I'm thinking, why am I muscly? I don't go to the gym. And, you know, I'm not muscly, I'm in good shape and that.
Well.
So then, he wants an arm wrestle. On a crammed train from Manchester, so I've got another hour and a half of this.
When you talk back, he'd soon have got up and left. If you'd have started asking him questions, he'd have got up and left with the drivel you come out with.
So anyway, do you know when you're under pressure, you're thinking, well, he's said that I'm muscly, right, so do I do it or not? What, and there's people watching, you know, not joining in, not sort of having a laugh and that with me, just like watching but pretending they're not.
Oh,
and I'm
God.
at one of those table seats, so and he kept saying, come on, I want to arm wrestle. So, and he was getting loud, and I thought, oh, I best just have an arm wrestle.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I best just have an arm wrestle. What do you mean?
Get it over and done with. I had to. If he's going to keep asking, I had another hour and a half on the train.
Oh God.
So anyway.
Oh my God. I'm thinking who won.
Well, I'm
Well,
thinking, were people putting bets on? How was it working?
It was stopped, and just as well, really.
It was stopped. Was it game?
No. He was winning. I was struggling a bit, right? Yeah. And he was really like, you know, taking my arm down. And then he sort of let go and started laughing. And I thought, thank God he let go, because I would have made, you know what I mean? If I lost that, everyone's in the train looking, and all the rest of it.
It's suddenly serious to him. He's got to win this.
Anyway.
Pilkington.
But then he just, then we were chatting about favourite food and that. He liked sausages. And I said, you know, he said, do you like sausages? I said, yeah, they're alright. I like a bit of Chinese and that as well. And he was saying, oh, I can't have Chinese. Not allowed Chinese.
Why?
Dunno, he just said, it's not allowed to have
I don't
it.
quite understand. You were given a gift, and the gift was a golfing day of golf.
And yeah, for my Christmas present, part of my Christmas present from Jane, a night away, 2 rooms, 2 rounds of golf, dinner for 2, right?
But not with her, I noticed.
Well, she doesn't play. No, she knew. No, it was a present. They were playing golf. It was a golfing night. She doesn't play golf, so I had to choose someone to take away. It's all right. It wasn't a romantic meal.
No, but that was my immediate thought. I was.
Yeah. Me and Carl just getting in there in the jacuzzi together.
It just sounds like an excuse for Jane to have a day off from you. But you don't play golf, Jane. I know. Go.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
A bowling ball with my name on it. So chose Carl, obviously. We went. It was a great day, wasn't it? Brilliant round of golf. Absolutely brilliant. Such a beautiful place in Stoke Poges. It's like a really posh place.
And are you a good golf player?
Well, we'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
Wow, he bought the shoes especially for it.
Oh, brilliant. I'd love to see him in those little shoes.
I know, and they were no good because they were metal spikes. We had to change them. He was annoyed straight away. He spent over £22 on these golf shoes. We hired a buggy that was brilliant fun. I was bombing along, wasn't I? I don't drive, but it was great on that buggy. Well, you've been on a buggy with me, and you were a bit scared.
Yeah.
What? I nearly killed us once. I was just taking banks and things, but you don't see sort of bunkers, and he'd scream and go, stop! And he'd put his foot down the brake, and then I reversed.
At one point he sort of did a handbrake turn next to the lake, and then we had to reverse, right? And you know, you just flick a switch and put your foot down. He did that without looking. I looked behind, there's a big oak tree there.
He screams, watch the tree, right? So...
Dukes of Hazzard.
I kept jumping in and leaving him behind because I had to go to my ball. Because anyway, so the first shot, I got on the driver. I honestly did one of the best shots I've ever done. It went straight down. It was great. I thought, phew, got away with that because it's always the first one because it's a clubhouse and you want to look good.
Yeah.
So He tees up, right? And I've been saying, buy some balls. He just got 6 balls. I was going, what if you lose me? I want these 6 balls, right? He he tees up, right? Whacks it. It goes miles, like, right angles, straight into these, the woods, right? He turns around and he goes, go and buy some more balls. So I'm laughing, because it's, like, impolite to laugh, but he broke the ice for me, and I was falling around, and then his second shot, I go, you know you're off for 3 now. If you take another shot, he went, oh, right. So it's his 3rd shot, he puts the ball down. He hits the ground before it and misses the ball altogether. And I was on my back, wasn't I? Unbelievable.
Actually rolling about on his back.
And we were terrible. I went round 107, he went round in like 119 or something.
Sure.
It was just rubbish.
How long did it take?
5 hours.
Of course.
And there was no one around, luckily.
Yeah.
But it was fantastic. So then we go and have our meal. What annoys me, I said, right, I'll go for a run. He went, I'll have a bath. I said, I'll see you at 7:45. At 7:55, I have to call him. He's not ready, so he's let me down there. I can't stand lateness or laziness.
lateness.
Yeah, and he's let me down. Do you know his excuse? He fell asleep in the bath because there was no light bulb.
There was no light bulb in the bathroom.
So instantly he fell asleep. And he was late.
No, do you know what I mean though, Steve? If you're sort of like nice and warm and what have you. I was tired anyway, I've been stressed out for 4.5 hours, right? My life flashed in front of me a few times in that buggy. So it's all sort of wears you down a bit. I thought, right, I've got a headache, you're going for your run, I'm going to have a bath. I walk in, put the light on, for some reason it didn't come on, but I thought, it's alright, I'll just, you know, doesn't matter, you can have a bath in the dark.
Summer, so it's light anyway.
Well, there's no windows in the bathroom, so yeah.
So you were in the darkness.
So I'm in the darkness. I nod off because I'm shattered. He calls up, asking me. So I said, well, I won't... yeah, it doesn't normally take that long for me because, you know, I haven't got, like, long hair. I've got a dryer and shit. I can sort of one wipe.
Yeah, he's already 10 minutes late, though, when I called.
Well, 10 minutes. 10
wow,
minutes.
lateness is lateness.
Well,
Next.
doesn't matter. Dinner wasn't till 7:15, so we had, like, another 20 minutes anyway. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but we said 7:45.
So he's calling up, hurry up, hurry up. So I said, yeah, alright. So I get out. I'm drying like my tackle and what have you. Calls back again 30 seconds later.
You know.
No, I don't, you know, I don't like
You're
that.
not going to do that, no.
Give it a wipe. 30 seconds later, come on! So I end up going downstairs to the meal area.
Naked.
With a wet shirt on and wet socks. I've got headache as it is. Meant to be a relaxing weekend.
But anyway, so we have our meal, which is really nice. And then we're sitting in the bar. I'm having a cigar by the fire.
Yeah.
Like we're having a rather nice Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
He's there going, I've got a headache.
Is this 1955 that you live in?
I know. It's so right. We are knackered because you know he's not used to work. I've seen him moaning, falling asleep. He's not used to it at all.
And you've been on your feet for over half an hour.
Yeah, right. So yeah, we didn't even walk round the golf course. We had a buggy.
Yeah.
Wasn't even exercise. So we get onto conversations. He's talking about. He's asking me stuff about evolution. What about, tell me that. Why the giraffe? What's that rubbish about the giraffe getting a long neck? I said, well, it didn't try and get a long neck. It was selected. And he said, but why would evolution do that? I went, well, you think that evolution didn't do anything? There's not this consciousness, there's not this will that a giraffe has to stretch its neck to reach the leaves. One had a long enough neck to survive and pass it in. He was going, yeah, but why did evolution... this isn't. But by the way, this isn't the most stupid thing. This is warming up. This is about 8:45,
Sure.
right? He said, why didn't evolution make a giraffe good at carpentry so it could build a ladder?
Right. Yeah. Okay. No. All right.
Okay. So he's thinking around it. He's trying to pick holes in evolution.
Yeah.
We get on to, I said, well, things are, I said, we can see the speed of evolution in lower life forms like bacteria, viruses, they evolved, and that's why, soon we won't have an antibiotic that can kill some certain bacterial strains. And he said, and this was about, 11:30, then I said, I'm going to bed, right? He said, in the future, they reckon that you'll be able to wake up and eat a yogurt you can have a chat with.
It's the re-education of Karl. He's like Liza Doolittle, and now he's coming to, or Lawnmower Man if you've seen that film. More like Lawnmower Man if you've seen the film. You know what I mean. And his homework was to just study quotes really on happiness and stuff and general well-being. He's not a big happiness quote fan, are you, Karl?
Not really.
So what have you done? You've come up with something, haven't you?
Right, yeah, I told you, right? Because a lot of these are just things you say every day. They're nothing special. So what I'm doing...
Well, you say them every day.
Well, the sort of things you come out with and you don't even think about it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're on the TV all the time, people on the radio are saying these sort of little quotes.
Sure.
And, what I've done is, remember that programme on Channel 4, Faking It?
Yeah.
Where they got some, like, posh kid to be on a door and all that. What I've done, I've,
Imagine if that was the pitch for the show. Dear Channel 4, just gonna get a posh kid on a door or something?
Yeah,
Yours sincerely, Carl.
come in. Yeah.
TV producer.
Yeah, yeah, go on.
So, what I've done, this little book of quotes, happiness quotes, I've picked 2 that are real,
Okay.
and I've made one up. Right?
And we've got a guess.
And you got to guess.
Okay, then, go on.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rick, why don't we, when we've heard them, we won't confer.
No.
You'll write down yours,
Yeah.
A, B, or C, and I'll
Yeah.
write down mine, and we'll
Sure.
see how it
Okay,
goes.
Carl, off you go.
Right, and just because I'm looking at this book, it doesn't mean I'm actually reading.
No, I know,
Don't
no,
worry,
I know.
we're clever.
No, no, we know,
wily
we know,
old
we
men.
can't see yet,
Can I
yeah.
call my bluff?
Yeah, go on
Okay.
then.
Nothing is worth more than this day.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah?
Alright.
yeah.
The way I see it,
Oh God, my head's gonna burst.
no, hang on.
My head's gonna burst.
No,
Hang
no,
on.
this might not be Carl's.
It might not be.
How do you know I haven't tweaked them a little bit?
Yeah, good
Okay,
point.
fair
Good
enough.
point. No, good point.
The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you got to put with the rain.
Yeah, okay.
Alright?
Alright, yeah.
Okay, hang on. It's not here.
Come on.
Cat food,
Cat food, go on.
it stinks a bit, but if you don't put up with the smell, the little kitten will die.
Steve! I don't know what to say! I don't know what to say. Imagine this in faking it. Imagine their faces when he says that and they're going, oh my God. Oh. Carl, play a song, mate.
We'll have to confer on this one.
I've been trying to take in too much information though, that's the problem recently. Well, I said to you last week, I've been like reading more books and what have you, and trying to take in too much, but the problem is, like even watching telly and that now, Suzanne said to me, you know, stop doing that, stop watching telly late at night and going to bed, because it's making your brain too active. And I'm sort of...
Heaven forbid.
And, you know, I'm trying to get to sleep and I can't, and then when I wake up, I'm thinking, she had a go at me the other day, right? Because it was the night after watching The Fat Baby, right? Woke up in the morning, and, she had a go at me because as soon as I woke up, I said, something like, how can you freeze time? And she says, are you going to say good morning or whatever?
I'm gonna burst! Just imagine it, right? It's that the sun comes out through the window. Oh, she's Carl's like that, his little head. His eyes open, he goes,
One of those floppy night hats.
how can you freeze time? Oh, God!
But it's because, like, whatever, the night before I might have heard that on the news or whatever, and it's just been sort of whizzing round my head.
Sure.
And, you know, it was a big debate. I think have they found a way of doing it or something?
What are you talking about?
They've done something about freezing time and all that.
See, this isn't information, this is nothing. That is nothing, that. They've done something about freezing time. Imagine Jeremy Paxman coming on, going, well, the issues tonight said something about freezing time. It's, think before you talk.
No, but I don't worry about how to do it. I just think about what effects that will
Oh,
have.
they haven't asked you to get involved?
Well, this is what I'm saying, though. You can't explain it. It's a tough thing, isn't it? But what's the point in me worrying
It's
about
not a
that?
question. Do you know what he said to me the other day? This is unbelievable. This is one of the most stupid, incredible things I've ever heard. He was talking, and he suddenly stopped, and he was thinking about it, and he went, oh, I don't know what, he went, you'd never see a black ghost.
Extraordinary.
True, though, isn't it?
I've never seen a ghost, full stop.
There are no ghosts. There aren't ghosts.
No, what I mean when you just see them in, like, magazines and that.
And, what we got, is it time?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right, then. So, there's this monkey, right?
Right.
In Canada. It's in a zoo in, Toronto, I think it is. His name's Pascal. Right, and what happened was all the people in the zoo sort of said, you know, what can we do? Sort of spice the day up a bit. Right?
Yeah.
So they left.
Embellishing. No way this is a news
Let him
story.
do the news. Let him do the news.
Okay.
So they
Any
left.
dates?
Just let him read the news. All right?
I
You wouldn't
don't-
interrupt Moira
It
Stewart.
was about 2 weeks ago.
No, because she always says today, so you know it's news. She doesn't say, right, there was a monkey, right?
Right,
Well,
in Canada,
Come on,
right?
mate, just finish the
Okay.
news. Be all
A
night.
couple of weeks ago in this zoo in Canada.
Right,
They got a camcorder
right.
and they said let's leave it for the monkey to have a play with, right? So anyway, they passed it around.
Won a BAFTA.
And a couple of chimps and that were rubbish at it. They were like filming the floor and all that, and the fingers were always in shot and stuff like that, right? But anyway, there was this one chimp called Pascal, right? Who
Annoys me that he calls them monkeys, though.
He
They're
was-
not monkeys, they're apes.
he
Go
was
on.
he was a dab hand at it, right? He was like filming stuff, really good shots, you know, sort of nice mood and that. He used the lighting properly and all the rest of it.
No, he didn't!
Just this is the news. What are you talking about? This is the news.
God,
So
Steve,
anyway.
it's so annoying. You know it annoys me so much. Things like that. He was a dab under. He was doing really good shots. It really annoys me.
Let's hear the news.
Anyway, right, so he started, at night, like, when the zookeepers went home, he started filming, like, other monkeys on the go, like, whilst they were at it, right? And he was filming them and what have you.
The Ron Jeremy of
I
the
love
zoo.
it. You know it's going to end up on the web.
So anyway, the zookeepers came in the next day and it's like, let's see what shots he's got. Anyway, he's got all this, like, you know, all these monkeys at it and what have you. So,
Oh, yeah, this is, honestly, you don't know what this is doing to me, Steve. Can I stop him now?
So they thought, like, actually, there's a few monkeys who aren't at it enough. Do you know what I mean? They have problems and what have you. So let's give them the videos.
That is so untrue. This is so untrue.
So-
It's so untrue that it was filmed by a monkey.
So
It's
what
so
happened then,
untrue.
right?
Rick, I don't know who to believe.
So there's-
Oh, God, you're talking so much shit again. You must know that's not true. There's
so
no way.
there's a load of tapes out.
Look at me. Look at me. Don't keep talking. Look at me. You must know that's not true.
Can we just hear the end of this
It's all
news?
here. You had a go at me last week because I didn't have the full story. I've got the full story. You're still not happy.
There is no way that by chance, what should we do? Let's give him a camcorder. That could happen. He then films him at it. That might happen. It might happen, but I don't think he'd keep the camera still. Two, they go, hold on, this is good still. This is good shit. This porn's good shit.
Anyway,
Look at
so
that. He's got a lovely shot. Yeah.
So
this
they've
is
got- they've-
ridiculous.
So let me just recap, because I lost my way there. So the monkey has filmed the monkey porn,
Yeah.
and now they're showing it to the other monkeys.
Is he
Like,
directing? Can you hear him
it's
saying
just-
stuff?
it's
Can you hear him
like
go?
It's just like, you know, Chimp Pimp 1, 2 and 3 and all the rest of it, right? But anyway, so they've got all these other tapes, because what happened was, they said he's quite good at this.
Oh,
And the animals,
God!
and the animals are happy having him around because he's not a human. He's just one of the gang. Do you know what I mean? So they started putting him in with other things like, you know, ostriches.
Right.
And
Shit.
there was so, and you know they have a problem with pandas in Japan. So they've sent him out there, filming a bit of. Where are you going?
Honestly, you really annoy me. There's
Come on,
no
please,
way this
like-
is happening.
Can we
It's
just hear the
absolute. Why can't he just find a real story about a monkey?
Let's hear
I mean,
the end.
the end is
He's in
really
China.
that he's going to China. He's filming the pandas and
No,
whatever.
he's not. They wouldn't send a monkey director.
forget
They would
that.
not
It's a
send a
big
monkey
point.
director.
Cruise Ashley Walters being jailed for 18 months. Obviously not a very good example to his young fans.
He should have got more.
Do you think?
I had a dream about him the other night.
Go on.
About the group itself.
Okay.
I had a dream that.
Were they all there? Because there's
Yeah,
a lot of them.
all of
I
them.
couldn't remember all their faces. The feature in a dream.
I had a T-shirt on.
He had etc.
Exactly,
He had
yeah.
two, and then he had etc. Yeah.
I had a T-shirt on.
You had a t-shirt on.
Yeah, and it said on my T-shirt, "So solid poo." And I was walking down the street, and they came towards me. And they were
Wow.
just about to beat me
That's
off.
a
and I woke up.
great dream.
That's amazing.
That's an amazing.
I love that.
dream.
We've
For
all
a
had
30-year-old.
We've all had that anxiety dream. Oh my goodness! What if I
no.
meet the So Solid crew and I'm wearing a
God.
t-shirt that slags them off?
Oh, I don't believe it. Yeah, you know. Yeah.
So what happened? Did you get beaten up in the
It was
dream?
one of them where I woke up.
So holiday. Where did you go on holiday?
Sardinia.
Good.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, nice food and that. It's important, isn't it?
Yeah.
And nice beaches and what have you. Oh,
Excellent.
it's like a nice long beach to walk down.
Yeah.
But so we're having a nice walk, right? You know, nudists do me head in,
Sure.
right?
Not a problem though, is it? It's not like being scared of spiders where they might jump out under the kitchen sink at you. You know what I mean? It's not a big problem having your head done in by nudists.
Yeah, but it just annoys me. It sort of ruins the day a little bit. because it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Right. Take your clothes off if you feel uncomfortable. It's much more relaxing.
Yeah, but well, anyway, right. So I'm walking along the beach, right? Lovely long beach, what have you? You know, watching the sea, picking up shells and that.
And what are you wearing? What's your natural beach club?
When he says picking up shells, I imagine he's on all fours going, like that, you know what I mean, looking at things. Just like washing his nuts in the sea to get them tasty.
Yeah, going into the sea and then kind of shaking himself and all the water flies off.
Yeah.
I've just got, you know, flip-flops on, pair of shorts, and like a little light shirt.
Sure.
So anyway, walking along, and Suzanne goes, "Oh look," right, and there's this woman, German, I think, coming out of the.
How can you tell she was German? Underarm hair.
I'll get to it. Forget the underarm hair. She came out. It looked like she was smuggling seaweed.
I'm going to burst! Oh, God!
And the funny thing is, right, she,
smuggling seaweed! Oh, God! She was a bit hairy down there, was she?
Mental. I felt bad because I hadn't had a shave for 2 days, right? Looked at her, it was ridiculous. She might as well have kept her trunks on. It was just like she was wearing furry trunks, right? So anyway, so I'm walking around. So,
yeah, go on then.
So Suzanne's like, "Oh, look," and I'm like, "Oh, not again," you know, because every time we go away, there always seems to be one of these.
Is she by herself, this woman?
Well, the weird thing was, she was with her husband, right, but he had shorts on, he was happy, right, but every time, like, because I walked past her, and he sort of ran off, because he's embarrassed. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing normal about it. What can he do? He can't go, "All right, mate," because he knows it's odd, right?
How old was he? Sorry, how old was she?
It's hard to tell when someone hasn't got clothes on. You know what I mean? They always look older, don't they, when they haven't got clothes on anyway. But I'd say she was about 40, 41.
Okay, right.
So I walked past, and the annoying thing is, she got there on a bike, right? No clothes on, little pair of boots next to the bike. So if you can wear boots, just pop some shorts on. You know what I mean? That takes more effort for me, putting boots on. So put the shorts on, right? So anyway, so the husband kept running off. I walked past, and I'm getting annoyed because I'm saying, well, we've got to walk past them again on the way back.
I like the fact they're scuttling away when Carl walks past. Like when you lift up a bit of sort of iron sheeting in the woods and loads of mice run away. Yeah. It's like whenever Carl goes, that nudists run away.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
So we sort of come walking back and what have you, and you know, I have another look and what have you, and he runs off again.
Why are you another look if it offends you so much?
Oh, you might as well just have a look. You know what I mean? It's just putting it on show and what have you. But the interesting thing was, I just wondered whether the husband...
If the husband were nude, you'd looked at his tackle. Because remember, when you went to see those two strippers, and it was a woman and a man, and they whipped their shorts off, you said you looked at his tackle first.
I think any bloke would.
Wow.
You would. You just check it out, it's natural, isn't it? You just go, oh, right. So it is normal or whatever. Because you don't know if you know what I mean? You don't know if what you've got's right until you see someone else's. No, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, so, but he got us talking, because I was... Then, as soon as I saw her, sort of, today's been ruined a bit, so I'm walking up the beach...
It's been ruined!
Walking up the beach with Suzanne going, how does it happen? Do you know what I mean? Why do people do this? What fun are they getting out of it and what have you? And, I just was thinking, is there any chance that fella, right, didn't even know that she was a nudist until they went away? Do you know what I mean? Because I said to Suzanne, say if I met Suzanne, it's like we're getting on, yeah, everything's fine. Yeah. And then you go off on holiday and you go, you haven't got much luggage. And she's like, no, it's fine, this is plenty, and I'm thinking, that's weird. And then we go down the beach and she whips her knickers off. I'd be annoyed, but there's nothing I could do. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So I'm just wondering whether that's what happened to this fella. Every time someone came walking up, he was like, oh, God, this is embarrassing. And he kept nipping off.
Yeah.
Finding something else to do.
Look at some shells.
So I'm wondering, Rick, if at some point, maybe today or in future shows, we should get a nudist, you know, one of those official nudist spokespeople, you know, because there's all these nudist organisations, get them on the phone, justify themselves to Carl, because, you know, in his mind, they are, what would you say, weirdos, freaks?
I don't quite get it. I was reading something in one of the supplements last weekend, and some journalist went round to some, whatever you call it, some resort or whatever for nudes and that. And it's
Were
just
they playing volleyball?
Well, the annoying thing was bowls.
Why is that annoying?
Well, don't play a sport where you got to bend over.
Now, Carl, I got a little email via my agent sent from someone here. Okay, sent from someone at XFM. Okay, and I won't say it was. She just said, "I thought this might be good for Ricky to use on Saturday," and obviously what happened is Suzanne has sent you an email in the week. It was Wednesday, and you've returned it, but I think you've returned it to the wrong email address. You returned it to someone here who, of course, immediately forwarded it to my agent for ridicule on the show. Don't panic, it's nothing that bad, okay? It's an email from Suzanne talking about your tea that night. Was Suzanne out on Wednesday night?
Was the an England game or something?
Yeah. So you were alone. You were home alone, were you, Wednesday night?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your meal? Was it a quiche?
Go on.
Right. From Suzanne to Carl. Take the quiche and put it on the baking tray. Cook for 30 minutes on 190. Take lettuce and put on plate. Take 3 tomatoes, wash and chop into quarters. Place on lettuce. Take an avocado, chop in half. Remove the stone. Peel skin and slice. Place on salad. Put salt and pepper on, and a dribble of olive and balsamic vinegar dressing. Right? In brackets, small bottle behind the cafetiere. Right, in case he's reaching for bleach. Yeah. That's it. Just put everything else away. Right? Then sprinkle a smidge of parmesan on top. Remove quiche from oven, cut into quarters, and put on plate. Eat.
Oh, wow. Does she have to do that every single time? She's like...
No, it's just that I'm not that good at cooking, right? And to be honest, that was a lot of hard work. I didn't bother warming it up. And I did without the avocado.
Why? Why?
Too much messing about.
He didn't even do that with instructions. It was too much.
But yeah, I'm not that good at cooking. And
Did you genuinely... That's not cooking, though, is it, Carl? That's
heating up a
slicing.
quiche. That's cooking it is making the quiche.
Yeah, but I'm just.
So could you have figured that out if she had left that note for you?
Why did she have to tell you what the olive oil and balsamic vinegar was?
Because I've put sort of cooking oil on my food once, and I said, oh, it's a bit. It's ever since, right? Years ago.
I'm gonna die.
Years ago.
Oh God, you're leaving Mr. Magoo at home.
It was ever since I put sausages in the toaster that
What do you mean?
I nearly set the
What
flat
do
on
you
fire.
mean?
Because do you know, like when you're grilling food in a pan and all that,
Yeah.
sort of sausages spit and it goes everywhere, doesn't it? And it makes everywhere greasy.
In the toaster.
So I thought, well, just want to warm them up.
Yeah.
Bung them in the toaster.
Yeah.
What
And
happened?
she sort of caught.
They
Well,
got
she,
stuck and they sort of caught on fire. I imagine.
she came in just as I was sort of plunging it, and what have you came in from work. She said, "What are you doing? I said, "No, I'm in sausages." Well, the oven isn't on. I know they're in here. What? You turn it off? Panicking and that. But I've never been into it. I've never been into cooking and that. At school and stuff, I didn't bother doing it.
God! Oh, every time Suzanne comes home, she must think, please be the house still there.
Yeah.
Please not let me hear a fire engine as I come round this corner. Oh God, she comes and goes, oh God, thank God. I bet she's always happy to see you when she gets home and you haven't burned the place down or introduced some howler monkeys or something. Unbelievable.
What I find extraordinary is there are people who are in sort of care in the community who don't need instructions
No.
on how to prepare food.
Oh, they do, they can do it, yeah, you show them once.
Yeah,
they
and they've
don't.
learned it.
Whatever you do, don't put sausages in the toaster, Johnny. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they've
don't-
learnt it.
They don't put sausages in the toaster.
What is it? They put their fingers in.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Right, this happened in Pittsburgh, right? There was a rock band, and they've got this studio in Pittsburgh and what have you, and they're laying down tracks and stuff like that. And in the studio that they use, right, there's this monkey works there. Right,
I love the way he throws that in. Like he throws that in. This monkey works there.
No, it's just got a little gig there. He sort of it carries the equipment in, guitars. Stuff like that.
It doesn't.
He does.
No, it doesn't.
He just sort of cleans up after the band.
No, he doesn't.
Emptying the ashtrays.
Doesn't
that
happen.
Sort of stuff. It
Doesn't
does.
happen.
That's the gig it's got. Anyway, right.
Gets women out of the crowd that they want to go visit
With one arm.
drag them back.
So anyway, right. So the band's in the studio, right? And one of the band members brings some A&R fella to the studio to have a listen to the latest track. Right?
Yeah.
So they hit play, and they're all there going, "Yeah, brilliant, this is good."
Oh no.
Anyway, so the fella says, "Yeah, I like the track. I especially like the bass on it." Right?
Right, this is bullshit.
So
This is rubbish.
So
And they hadn't laid down a bass track?
so this is. Have you heard it? So
Carl,
weird
please
thing
don't
is,
do this
right,
to
so
me.
the A&R fella goes, and
Yeah.
it's like, the band members are stood about, and they're going, "That's good that he liked it." And I'm saying, "Yeah, but what's he on about with the bass?" So they played it
No,
back.
this is rubbish. This is absolute rubbish. Where did you get this from?
Please, because we never get
Where
to the
did you
end.
get
Let's hear
this?
it.
Is absolute nonsense.
So they played it back.
Yeah,
right?
and it's the chimp playing bass. Definitely not.
So they were like, "That's weird, we haven't got a bassist." Anyway, so they go, "Well, whatever, right?" So
We
they
haven't
leave.
got a bassist.
So,
They
so
go, whatever, let's go
oh,
home.
forget it.
Hey, Outcast on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. You alright, Karl?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Just when you were talking just now about like the gay stuff.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if you saw the thing the other week about the fella who's on that quiz show.
Who?
Sort of
Oh, right, okay.
gay
Who?
fella, straight, sort of man, woman. thing.
What are you talking about? Tell me what did you see? Tell me what you saw.
It's
This is like a kid come running in, and he's seeing something frightening. It could be an alien, could be a ghost, could be a paedophile, and you've got to get exactly what actually saw out of him. Right, what did you actually see?
It's just this fella who's a woman.
Right. Right, okay, right, try and talk like a human being. Right.
It's a quiz show that's coming on the telly, and it's this woman.
Right, is it a fella who's a woman, or is it a woman?
Bit of both. That's why I'm talking about it.
But what do you mean? Is it a pre-op? Is it a transsexual, a transvestite? Is it a ladyboy? Is it an hermaphrodite? What is
I'll tell
it?
you about it.
Well, tell me.
I'm telling you. It's a woman. Well, it's a man.
Oh,
No,
forget
listen,
it.
listen.
Play a record.
No, listen.
come on.
What?
It is a man. He is a man. Well,
Oh, Christ's sake!
it's a TV program where they've got this man who's
Transvestite or television?
It is a transvestite, yeah.
So-
But the problem is, I'll tell you, just because you don't know about it, the program is...
I don't know, I still don't know about it. I don't know anything about it, still. I don't know. It's a woman, man, woman, TV, TV program, look, TV.
No, it's a man who is now sort of half a woman. And...
A man who is now half a woman!
No, well, this is what's weird about it. He's got the top half, but not the bottom half.
What do you
sorted
mean? He's
out.
got breasts and a wig? But he's still got his boys downstairs. He's
Why
got
do you do that?
his caps and the boys
What
are
do you do
still
that
there
for?
in his Y fronts.
Why is
But
that?
upstairs he's got a lovely pair of dumplings.
Why do that?
Well, he's halfway through.
But why not get it all done in one go?
Maybe he couldn't afford it.
Well, wait until you've got all the money. That just looks a mess. And who's he pleasing there?
Well, he wakes up in the morning and
everyone.
pleases himself. He can't believe his luck. He doesn't know where to start.
No, but what I don't understand, I mean, I don't want to see him...
Well, can I just
seem
finish that
ignorant.
sentence? What you don't understand is just about everything.
Yeah.
Right. What?
I find it weird, right? I sort of get... I understand the gay thing, right? But...
Do you? What do you mean?
Well, I know...
Well, tell me the gay thing. Explain the
Well,
gay
I
thing.
just know if you're a fella, you like men. I don't know much more than that.
What do you mean you don't know?
But what I mean is, with a transvestite, what's going on there? What do they want?
Now, transvestite is a cross-dresser.
See, I don't get that either. Because
You mean a
That's somebody,
transsexual?
that's a man who likes to dress in women's clothing. It's not necessarily, they're not necessarily gay.
They're
or
not gay.
straight
They're
or
often not
anything.
gay.
They just happen to like wearing women's
Those
clothes.
clothes, aren't yeah.
but then why not wear women's clothes that could be seen as a bloke's, like Suzanne wears jeans?
No, but they
Just
but that's
buy
the
women's
thing.
jeans.
But that's their problem, is it? They like being seen as a woman. They like being seen as a woman. It's not just that it's more comfortable or they'd wear a kilt. They like being seen as a woman. They feel more comfortable.
All right. And what's the deal with this fella who's got?
We don't know
both?
who this fella is.
No, we don't know this man who's half a woman.
He's called Miriam.
Oh, that's helps.
yeah. Brilliant. I love this scientific basis.
No, I
so
think-
all he's done, he's had the tits done. He's probably had the hormones. Probably lived as a woman for a while. The last step, because you can probably reverse the breasts anyway, because they're probably implants and hormonal things. And whereas you chop your knob and boys off, that's you come back the next day and go, sorry, I didn't mean that. I wanted my ears pierced. It's a bit more of a bigger operation to put them back. So doctors are probably making sure that he's just up
Sure,
to.
if you've had the top half done, you're not going to go back on what you've said.
But no, what's the top half being done? I could get you breast implants, give you a bit of hormonal treatment.
Now
and
that
you
would
could
be a great idea for next week.
and you could reverse it. What you can't do is grow a knob back.
Well, you can. Last week we were talking about growing one on your arm.
Yeah.
We've done that.
We can, so that is possible. But the thing is, the truth of it is, I think I do know about this story. I think it was a television programme called There's Something About Miriam. The conceit of which was that this pre-op transsexual
So I guessed that right, yeah.
was masquerading as a woman,
Right.
and various blokes who didn't realise that this was a man had to
I've heard
try
about
and
this.
seduce her. And when they found out that it was actually a bloke, and a lot of them had kissed
I agree.
him, her, they refused to let it be shown. and
I
there was a big
agree
outrage.
though. That's just terrible.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, it's
deceit.
absurd.
But I mean, that's awful. I hated that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what?
I think it was a Sky One programme. Is there anything other than The Simpsons on Sky One that's worth watching? Have you ever tried to watch that? Have you ever seen Kirsty's home videos?
Yes. Yeah. But it's things like it's dogs on a slide, babies falling over.
Do you know, it's only recently reduced from an hour in length. It used to
Really?
be an hour long, and it was just, if you haven't seen it, it's just like camcorder footage, like
Do you
it's
know
been
what I
found of
like?
people falling over.
I like an old woman at a wedding falling over and showing her bloomers. That's
all.
my favourite.
But I like it when it's Kirsty's home videos uncut. So it's kind of 4 old women, like, naked,
With their tits falling out.
windsurfing.
Oh, Christ, imagine that. Does it whistle?
Well, I mean, have you ever really sat and watched anything on Sky One
No.
that wasn't
The Simpsons.
or,
I think that's,
or Star Trek?
I think that's what I watch on. I think that's
Or
pretty much
wrestling.
what I watch. Wrestling.
They have WWF wrestling, cartoons, and just the worst programs. I mean, it's
I've seen a
appalling.
bit of the wrestling. It's hilarious.
But
It's hilarious.
it's like a station that's made by a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah. Well, I think that's probably what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly the demographic. Do you like Sky One, Carl?
I haven't got satellite ever, so
Why not? I thought you'd have loved that.
no, I would love it. I
Oh,
do
Discovery
love a bit of that.
Channel's
I know,
all about-
I know.
Slugs and that and
I know.
weird stuff like that.
I know.
Chimps.
I was reading
There's
about
a-
slugs the other day.
There's a thing on one of the channels called Monkey Business.
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah.
Because I was doing that thing, wasn't I, with Richie Bacon?
Yeah.
Where you can watch the telly and that.
You're
and
talking riddles.
Mm.
You actually talk in riddles and forget a play record.
You should be the gatekeeper in some kind of Dungeons and Dragons fellow quiz game.
Right, yeah. Let me enter. Right, yeah, but I was doing that thing with Richard Bacon. What can he mean?
What does
What can
he
he mean?
mean?
He is the wise
There's
one.
a man
Just
who's
play
also a
record.
woman.
Yeah, yeah.
The upper
There's
half is, but is the bottom.
Yeah, play a record.
bit of Clash.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Train in Vain. XFM. 104.9. Went and did the podcast. We had a meeting after. I don't like meetings as I can't keep focused on what people are talking about. I think Ricky has the same problem as after 25 minutes he was trying to wrestle me. I tried to do what spiders do and stayed still as if I was dead. Ricky just stayed on top of me, not moving. A bit like when you see one of them big snakes swallowing a sheep. Ricky got bored and released me. I went home thinking, why had I left my old job for this? A homeless man asked me for some money, but I didn't feel like I should treat him as I felt that he'd probably had a better day than me.
Oh, God.
Suzanne called me to say she'd gone for a haircut and that she'd meet me in the supermarket. I went to the supermarket, but she wasn't there. I called her and she said she was near the fruit aisle. I went to the fruit aisle and she wasn't there. Turns out she was in a different supermarket on the other side of town, and that if I'd listened to her properly, I'd have known that. I didn't want to say that
Well, you just went to the first supermarket you thought of, as opposed to listening to what supermarket. I'm in the supermarket. All right, bye.
I didn't want to say that I hadn't heard her properly because my ears were ringing a bit from the wrestling from earlier. 25 minutes later, I met up with Suzanne. Her haircut wasn't that bad. Normally her haircuts are followed by an argument between us as she pays over the odds for some daft haircut that's the latest style.
Brilliant.
I wish she'd take a picture out of a magazine or ask for a style rather than letting the hairdresser do what she wants. I said I only tell her to do this as she's got a square head and a close-cut hairdo makes it look squarer. She said, what do you think of this cut? I said it looked alright as I couldn't be bothered arguing about it. It's weird writing a diary. I don't know who thought of doing one of these first. The last time I did one was at school. They used to get you to do it so they could keep an eye on whatever you were up to. My diary used to say the same thing every night. Got home, went to the shop to get potatoes, bread, milk. Went home, watched telly, went to bed. I think I might have gone to Twiggy's dance club just so I had something different to write. You've not told us about Twiggy's dance club.
It's just, you know, I sort of, when I was a kid, I sort of gave everything a bit of a go. I did boxing and that, didn't I? Gave that a go.
For about 45 minutes.
And yeah, a mate sort of said, "Oh, you know, you're into your dancing, your robotics and that. You're doing your body popping, right? Body popping and that." He said, "You ought to come to Twiggy's," and I went there, but I didn't go in. It was shut. They were just having like loads of toilet rolls delivered. I think like they were like using it as a storage place for toilet rolls and that. So I said, "Oh, I've come to have a dance," and like, "Oh, not tonight. Come back tomorrow." I never went back.
Brilliant. Next. What a waste of an anecdote. Right. Brilliant.
Just to recap, you're convinced then that the teachers are asking you to keep diaries so they can keep tabs on you. And then to continue the diary, as there were more problems happening on the estate, they started to add Saturday and Sundays to the school diary to keep an eye on what we were doing at the weekend. I struggled to fill it on a Sunday as the shop I got potatoes and bread from was shut on a Sunday. I had to go over to Shepherd's Bush to meet someone. I got the tube. There was a badly burnt man on the tube. It's amazing how the body can continue through quite a lot of bad stuff. It got me thinking about how much stuff you could remove in your body, one by one, without dying. If it was a competition, the cockroach would win, as it can live for a week without a head.
I just mean like, say if, you know, they're running out of ideas for TV programmes and that, right? They get someone who isn't well. They go, "Look, do you mind if we make a programme on you?" And what they do, they sit them in the bed and they go, "Right, what we're going to do now is take out the heart but replace it with a pacemaker." Right, go on.
No. Sorry. People with pacemakers don't have their heart taken out and a pacemaker popped in.
All right then. Some sort of machine. What I'm getting to is...
Have you been playing Operation?
What I mean is the big finale would just be a head chatting with loads of wires going into it, and it's like, look what we can do with science.
That's what the programme's called. It's the same every week. The volunteer is just a head with loads of wires coming out
Look
of it.
what we can do with science.
And he's going,
Goodbye.
"Oh, I feel ill."
Got some post delivered to me today. It was... Oh, this is
This
great.
makes it in the diary.
Got some post delivered to me today. It was addressed to Mr. Dilkington.
I don't know why that's so funny. Oh, God.
I got some post delivered to me today. It was addressed to Mr. Dilkington. I opened it and the first sentence read, "Dear Mr. K. Dilkington, you're one of our most valuable customers." I put it in the bin. Thought I would learn some new words, as Steve always says I don't use enough different words. I read in the Fortean Times that the word "whew" means an ugly female ghost with drooping breasts.
What do you mean?
Is that how am I pronouncing
Who's
that right?
using that
Woo-
word?
woo-
Who is
woo.
using that word?
It was just W-E-W-E.
Let's call it a woo. An ugly female ghost with drooping breasts. I think I'm right when I say there are too many words in the world. I don't think I will ever get round to using the word woo. Watched a health programme. Wasn't watching it properly, but heard some doctors say that we only get so many heartbeats in a lifetime, so don't do too much exercise. I told Suzanne, and she said I probably hadn't heard it right. We got talking about death. Suzanne said she didn't like thinking about it. I said she might end up being a woo. I was chuffed as I'd managed to use my new word. I went to the supermarket to get tonight's tea. On the way, I stopped and looked in the fishmongers at all the different fish they had in the window. It's like a child like in one of those kids' TV shows.
I know.
Mr. Pilkington went to the fishmonger. He stopped and looked at all the fish in the window.
Hello, Mr. Dilkington, they said.
There was a newspaper clipping stuck on the glass about a two-headed fish that they've made in Taiwan. I don't see the point in doing this, as a fish having two heads ain't gonna solve the world's hunger problems, as the head is the bit you throw away. Invent a fish with two bodies, and I'd say well done.
Good point, isn't it?
Suzanne watched one of her favourite TV programmes. I've told her the telly only goes on if there's something she wants to watch. If there's nothing on, she has to talk to me about stuff I've learnt. Like Descartes. Watched a programme on him the other day. He is the one who said something like, I know I'm about 'cause I dream. Doesn't work for everything, 'cause ants don't sleep. I don't know if I'd like that or not. You don't know if you would like it if you didn't ever
Not
sleep.
sleeping. It's just one long day. I don't know. Don't know how you put up with that. Do you think it'd be a good idea?
No.
Why not?
Because, as you said, it would get a bit boring. You know, your sleep is your rest, your time off. It helps you detoxify. It helps you sort of think things through on a subconscious level. You know.
But don't you ever get it where, I mean, sometimes it's brilliant to have a sleep when you're tired, but don't you sometimes feel
that's
like...
the best time to have a sleep when you're tired.
No,
yeah.
but sometimes when you go to bed and you're not that tired and you're kind of thinking, oh, I'm going to waste some hours of my life now and I'm not really in the mood for this.
Well, that's
sleeping.
just wishing you had longer on this earth doing creative things. I mean, if you didn't have to sleep, you could spend more time talking to a tortoise and going to the toffee shop.
That was the Travis, and some flowers through my window. This is XFM 104.9 of a Saturday afternoon, just gone 6 minutes past 1. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant.
Hello
Hi.
there, hi. Good to talk to you.
Karl Pilkington is over there.
Alright.
Hey!
Keeps it real.
Yeah.
Respect, Carl.
Oh.
Rick, I just think, you know, we want to lift off the show straight away.
Yeah.
Into the stratosphere.
Yeah.
And the best way to do that, it seemed to me, was to resurrect a game we used to play when we first began the show in old XFM days. Do you remember the game? Do you remember the game Make Ricky Gervais
Rub me
Laugh?
hard.
Rub you hard?
No.
No,
Sorry,
that was only in the pilot. We never actually did that on live.
Okay, right.
No, it was the game Make Ricky Gervais Laugh.
Oh, I remember,
And we
yeah.
used to get people, Carl, you probably didn't hear it, we used to get people to sort of send in pictures and jokes and stuff. And if I could make Ricky laugh on air with those
He won a
particular
toffee.
things, then they won a gift of some kind.
Yeah.
Anyway, a lot of emails actually saying people love your laugh, Rick. So in a sense, we're giving the public what
they
they want.
must be taking the mickey.
But this is a picture I found in today's copy of The Sun, so if you're listening at home and you want to know what the picture looks like, rush out and buy a copy, only 40p.
Yeah.
And,
Are we sponsored by The Sun? We do White Van Man.
Exactly. It amused me straight away, this, because bear in mind,
Right.
it is one of the world's biggest rock stars.
Okay.
Just check out the face.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Look at that.
Oh, that is Michael Stipe. Oh dear, with sort of like looking like, I don't know, some sort of Nazi officer. That's not libelous.
That's not like it's in your opinion, Michael Stipe.
Yeah.
He's outside there during the press conference
Yeah.
for Peter Buck's.
It's not a good picture. I love R.E.M. and I love Michael Stipe. I think he's a lovely man, but that's a bad picture, isn't it?
He's got big glasses on and
Yeah.
stubble, obviously, still bald head. He doesn't appear to be looking at anything. He's looking right
He's
beyond
like-
everyone else. Can you see that, Carl? I'll tell you who he looks like. He looks like Zig, I think, from Zig and Zag. He looks like
Well,
he is a
there you
Muppet
go.
made of foam.
Oh, lovely.
Nice to see that game come back.
Yeah,
With a
the
roaring
medium of
success.
radio.
Yeah.
Oh, what a good picture that is.
Well, anyway, it reminded me of the game that you and I used to play in our very early days of XFM, when it was literally
Make Ricky Gervais laugh.
Make Ricky Gervais Laugh, which was a
Loved
great
it.
game, I think.
I remember the first one. It was that fella drinking a pint of beer.
Yeah.
I remember
yeah.
the very first time.
It
yeah.
never. I tell you what, it's
You
not
know what
great.
though? Ant and Dec do it now.
Do
They actually. It's very similar to Make Ricky Laugh. It's called Make Ant Laugh.
Interesting.
So
many of our great ideas have been stolen.
Yeah.
Or stoled.
Stoled, yeah.
And anyway, I was looking through the paper in the week, and there was
Go
a
on.
picture which which I think might be a Ricky Gervais Make Ricky Gervais Laugh. I don't know. Again, obviously, it doesn't really work for the listeners at home, but I'll try and do my best to describe it.
Can we stop saying my name because it's like a Dave Gorman project? Can we just stop? It's getting. Let's say a word often enough, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Let's stop saying Ricky Gervais.
Well, what we're going to refer to you as. All right. Well, Make Fatty Laugh is a new a new game. I'm trying to get one of those squeaks of a laugh. I'm concerned because I know.
I'm not a monkey. I'm not
Sure,
a
you're not a performing monkey.
No, okay.
I know that.
Right.
But anyway, let me just briefly summarise the story for those at home.
Okay.
The headline was Mum 48, a mother of 48 seduced boy of 14.
Well, that's not funny.
Not her own boy, obviously, but a neighbourhood child.
I don't think it's a funny story so far.
He said Grand Lana Allen, 48, led him upstairs and undressed to her waist, then took his trousers off. Okay, bear that in mind. This is a quote. This is a quote from him, right? Bear in mind, he's a 14-year-old boy. He's quite excited about this. He says, "Then we had sex. It was every boy's fantasy." All right.
You're going to show me the picture of her now, aren't you?
So it's a picture of her.
This is not.
Bear in mind.
This is.
In his own words, Rick.
Right.
In his own words, this was every boy's fantasy.
Okay.
Here's the picture. It's a silent laugh. He's collapsed on the floor.
I was thinking it looked like a fat man. I was not expecting that. Oh my god. Oh god. She looks like the drummer of Iron Maiden.
She looks a bit like Lemmy. But I tell you, she looks like reminds me of most. Did you see those?
They've got one with a fag on as well.
No, I know.
It's just that's her with them out of makeup though.
Carl, have you seen Every Boy's Fantasy?
You should see. Oh god! Oh,
have a look, Carl.
Oh god!
How old is she?
48.
Oh god! Oh, 48. That's lovely. Right. Coming to Christmas, some people forget the true meaning of Christmas. I just think it's drinking and giving presents. But obviously it comes from the story of the Nativity. Very briefly, what is the story of Christmas, as you remember?
It's baby Jesus was born. That's it.
Okay. Can we expand on that a little? Let's start the night before. What happened on Christmas Eve?
She was, Mary was pregnant.
Right.
She's wandering about, you know, probably knowing it was due. Was she knocking about with the three fellas at that point?
No. No. Three fellas being...
The wise men?
No.
She wasn't with them?
No. Who was she with?
I honestly don't know.
What was her husband called?
Her husband was... I don't know. I wasn't that interested in Ari. Jesus was born.
Right, okay. And Mary and Joseph, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
They travelled, didn't they? On a donkey.
Yeah.
What happened?
She's pregnant.
Yeah, we've done that.
And then she's like, I'm going to have this kid in a bit, sort somewhere out.
Right.
He says, we're going to struggle.
She came from Salford.
It's Christmas Eve.
Right.
And they stayed at a...
No. Wasn't Christmas Eve, was it?
All right, then it's just a normal day.
Yeah.
And they stayed... They couldn't find anywhere.
Right.
So they stayed in a stable.
Right.
She had the kid on December 25th. That's it.
Then what happened?
That's it, really.
No, it was the three fellas she was knocking about with at the beginning.
The wise men.
Right.
And there was a star involved. They followed a star. You see, you're making me look like a divvy, but it wasn't an important lesson at school. I'm not a Catholic or anything. I'm nothing. I'm sort of... My mum even said, she said, don't tell anyone that you're not anything. She said, because something about witches. When I was a kid, when you're a kid, you're at risk of being taken away
People think he's a character. People think this is scripted.
No.
Imagine if I bothered writing this.
But it's not important. It's so not important, this story.
What did your mum say about witches?
No, she just said, don't go around telling people you're not christened or anything.
Right.
I did a Sunday school thing called Crusaders.
Right.
Joined that, but I just went on like the Friday when they had Sabutio table football, and then they came knocking on the Sunday saying, "Come on, you've got to come with us."
Right.
And I went, and it was rubbish. There was no Sabutio. There's an old fella reading out a smelly Bible, really old books, and I hated it. I said, "I'm not going on a Sunday again." So I used to just go on the Friday, and that is religion for me.
There you go.
I didn't need it. I don't need an old story.
Final thoughts? What does Christmas mean to you then, Carl? If you don't like old stories, what does Christmas mean to you? Just look down and tell people what they should be thinking of this Christmas. What does it mean to you?
It's hassle, isn't it, Christmas? Got to buy presents. The meal's all right. The food's all right.
It's the best, isn't it? If the roast dinner is the, you know, the king of meals, surely the Christmas roast is the king of roasts.
Yeah. Christmas. I could do without it. If someone said, we're getting rid of it, I'd go, all right. I don't like all the build-up. I don't like that bit in between Christmas and New Year when nothing's happening. That's a dead week. Nothing goes on. People are still off for Christmas. Christmas has happened. Get back to work. You can get nothing done. Everything comes to a standstill. Why do you like Christmas?
I like being allowed to drink gin and tonic at 10 a.m. while watching Noah Ledman's give little sick kids presents.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what it's about. It's not about, you're saying to me, telling me the story of baby Jesus. You haven't got a clue yourself. It's not about that. It's about, like you say, eating chocolates. Same as Easter is for fat people with chocolate. I love Easter. No, you don't. You like eggs. You like chocolate, you fat little... Do you know what I mean? So, we don't need it. Maybe back then, when you were, you know, wise men knocking about a desert, they needed something to look forward to. They probably didn't live that long.
I don't think they were looking forward to Easter, though, were they?
No, but listen, but
Jesus certainly wasn't looking forward to Easter.
Back then, when you watch Scrooge,
yeah,
everyone's looking forward to it. Tiny Tim, go and get a chicken. Now, these days, have a chicken when you want. Anyone can afford it. So it hasn't got the same values.
Tiny Tim, go and get a chicken. Oh.
Happy Christmas.
Brilliant.
Right. And it was full of old people, really. Yeah. I mean, that's probably why it's called Gran Canaria, right? Because it's just
Grannies
old people.
everywhere.
Yeah, right. But what I thought I'd start doing is start a diary.
Okay, why?
Just because I sort of had a bit of time on my hands and that. Just thought, write it down, write stuff down.
And do you hope that this one day will become one of the great literary documents like Samuel Pepys' diary?
I haven't heard of that. Is it any good?
You've never heard of Samuel Pepys' diary?
No,
the most famous diary other than probably Anne Frank's.
I've heard of Anne Frank's and that, and I thought if she's sat in a loft, knocking stuff up, not much going on in her life at that point, yet she was still writing it down.
Yeah, whereas you've been to Gran Canaria, yeah.
I thought, so there is stuff going on that I can chat about. Start a diary.
Sure.
You started a diary?
Yeah.
And what are you going to do? Did you keep it up every day?
Yeah, just...
Oh, can I read it, please?
Well, a diary is meant to be sort of...
Please, can I read some out on this podcast? Carl...
Some of it, though, is only relevant to me. It's sort of...
Oh, this is... Please, give me it. Oh, my God.
I mean, this isn't... I haven't just...
Look how big it is!
It's one of those desk diaries.
It's huge. It's about a foot long. And it's... Oh, that is amazing. Imagine if Anne Franks had been like that. As she got out... Right. Everyone would have heard it clank down on the desk.
Yeah, but my writing's quite big, isn't it?
Oh, look, give us that.
Do you know about joined up writing? Have you heard about that?
There's no point.
Amazing.
Sometimes you can't read it, can you? So it's best to look at
oh,
ancient
look!
times.
Oh my God! It starts on the first day. This is wonderful. Going on holiday to Gran Canaria today. Woke up to the news that Tony Banks had died. There was a piece on the news about how everyone was shocked. Got me thinking about an invention that would be good. Right, a watch that counted down your life. If it says you've got 3 days left, go to the doctors. Told Suzanne about invention. She said she wouldn't buy one. But she said that about the iPod.
How would this device work, this watch? I mean, how would you know when you were about to die? Is that a concern? Again, not for you to worry about, presumably the boffins and
No, all I was thinking is that Tony Banks fella, he died and everyone was shocked about it. But if you had like a little watch on...
But how does it work? You can't just say, wouldn't it be good? How would this work? Yeah, I imagine you in the patent office going, got an idea. They go, oh, certainly, Mr. Pilkington, what's your idea? Watch that counting down your life. Oh, how does that work?
Just wear it. Just pop it on your wrist.
No, what do you mean, just pop it on your wrist? How does it work, just pop it on your wrist? Brilliant. You're an idiot.
Well, it's interesting that he goes on. The flight to Gran Canaria was a bit bumpy. I thought about the clock that counts down your life again, and I wondered if it would know if you were going to die in a disaster. No, he's querying his own design.
He's wondering if it would know. He's invented this.
And now he's not even sure. A fella on the plane was reading Koi Mag. It was a fishing magazine. I glanced over and noticed he was reading the Pond of the Month article. Don't think they could make it into a weekly magazine. Well, to be fair to you, because I remember seeing a guy on the train once reading Carp Monthly, a magazine dedicated entirely to carp, and it had Carp of the Month. And I just thought, you know, once you're like 3 months in, the editor must be stressing. Have we got any more carp? We got a carp that's actually done anything?
I reckon if they used the same one twice, there wouldn't be many complaints.
No one would be noticing.
No, that's the carp they used 2 years ago.
There was a really fat bloke on the plane. He was playing on his PSP. While I waited to go to the toilet, I looked at what game he was playing. It was darts. He's that fat and lazy, he can't even face playing a more active game on a games console. Me and Suzanne got off the coach along with a couple of old people. One of them was in a wheelchair. I don't think it was wise of them to come to a volcanic island with a wheelchair. Everywhere's pretty rough paving and slopey. Guess I'll keep an eye on it as the weeks go on. Day 2 in Gran Canaria.
Brilliant, we're only at day 2.
The hotel's a bit odd. I've never seen as many cross-eyed people in one location.
That's enough, isn't it?
That's amazing!
Well, you may as well let me read on a bit more.
No, this is amazing.
We'll come back to
This
it
is a
later,
brilliant diary. This might be the best diary ever written. Oh.
While sat listening to the Kinks on my iPod, I wondered if everybody thinks in their accent. I know I do. What's this? What are you talking about?
Just that, you know, when I've been sat there lying on the lounger, right, and I was thinking about stuff.
How do you know you think in your accent? Tell me a typical thought.
Because what I mean is, say if I was like, if I saw something, right? Do you know how I say like, oh, that's a bit weird, isn't it?
No, but
that was
I don't
being
have
said.
to. But when you think, I don't think the sentence is like I'm saying it. It's just a thought. The thought appears. It's conceptual and it's already there. It's not like I go, Rick, what? Just looking at that fellow over there, were you? Yeah, I was. Yeah. I was thinking it looks a bit weird. Oh, so was I. I don't think out whole sentences.
Whereas you have Carl, stop listening to the Kinks for a minute. Look over there. More cross-eyed people.
No, well that's
Is that how your mind works?
In a way, yeah. And
Brilliant.
that's when because I thought
Explains a lot.
It's great that he has to think of that whole sentences.
because I thought that's weird, isn't it? Like I didn't think that's weird, isn't it? And I thought I actually think in my accent. And then I thought, does Stephen Hawking, does he when he's doing his maths and that? Is he? I don't know where he's from, so I don't know what his accent would be like.
I think he's from Kent or Cambridge or Oxford. Or something like
Right.
that.
So
You think he might think in his
voice, in that voice, box
computerised
thing.
voice?
Just wondered.
Had lunch inside today due to shite weather. Sat next to an old fella. Old men's ears and noses carry on growing as they get older. Suzanne noticed his fingers were fat too. Maybe they continue to grow. Suzanne didn't laugh when I said her arse had the same problem. Day 3, cloudy start to the day. Had pie and chips in a cafe. Had a bit of an argument with Suzanne because I thought it was daft that we were paying for food when we were on an all-inclusive holiday. Changed my mind when I saw they sold pie, though. The cafe was called Tattoos. The fellow who owned it didn't have any tattoos. But we never saw his wife.
Oh, brilliant.
Had a drink in a bar. Everyone sat and watched one of the local cats lick its bollocks.
It's the greatest holiday in the world. That's the entertainment in that town.
Went back to the hotel and had a sleep before tea. I love the fact you're moaning about old people, but you're just as bad.
You've done nothing so far.
He's done nothing, he's got a big hip. Woke up to news about ducks being badly treated. There was a really ugly one with bent legs.
I'm gonna die. Why does he write this down? Oh, God. Oh.
There is a fat bloke from Bolton who is in the pool as I write this. He's got a big tattoo on his back, but I can't work out what it is. ... He just got out of the pool and burped. Just felt like you had to keep us abreast of that.
He's got every everything's in the diary. I just seen it get to the point where you're going, breathed in,
Yeah.
breathed out again.
There was a big fat fella in the sea who kept his t-shirt on. If you're big and fat, is there more chance of you getting burnt because there's more of you on show? I asked Suzanne, and she said she didn't know in that sort of not listening kind of way. I wanted to hang about to see if the fat bloke was going to get in the kayak, but Suzanne said we had to head back. Just let him wait in to see if he's going to capsize. We go home today, so we got up early to get the last bit of cloud.
No, it's just that it wasn't. It's not that sunny all the time. I mean, I was sat in weather that if it was like that here, there's no way I'd be sat in the garden.
Yeah.
But because you're on holiday, it's like, well, we got to sit in it. Put your coat on.
So are you going to continue to write this diary? Every single day?
It's amazing. Keep this diary up. It's amazing.
No, I will keep it up, because what I find as well is, I think earlier on before I went away, I think I did learn something, and because I wrote it down, I remembered it a bit better. So
What was that?
I just was thinking then, I forgot it now, but but I remembered looking back at it and not having to read it all, because I remembered the end of it before I read it, if you know what I mean.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Came up with a good idea.
We'll be the judge of that. Well, I'll do it now. It's not a good idea.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sticking my neck out here. I think this isn't going to be a good idea.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Well, I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to second that motion.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if we're both right.
See-through skin.
High five, Rick!
But that isn't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, have you seen them weird things that just look like... They sort of look like a leaf?
Yeah, they're insects that have evolved to look like a leaf. So a bird thinks, oh, there's no tea there.
No,
that's
but
not a juicy insect. It's a leaf. I don't eat leaves.
Yeah, but at some point, something has had it away with a leaf.
No!
What?
At no point has something had it away with a leaf.
No, to make it look that much like a leaf.
At no point did a beetle shag a leaf. There's nothing on a genetic level or molecular level, anything to do with it having anything to do with a stick or a leaf. It's superficial. It's the way it looks.
Do you know what he said to me the other day? This is unbelievable. This is one of the most stupid, incredible things I've ever heard. He was talking, and he suddenly stopped, and he was thinking about it, and he went, oh, I don't know what, he went, you'd never see a black ghost.
Extraordinary.
True though, isn't it?
I've never seen a ghost, full stop.
There are no ghosts. There aren't ghosts.
No, I mean when you just see them in, like, magazines and that.
Play a record!
Right, I don't know the sort of full ins and outs of it.
Go on, you surprised me.
But what he asked for, something happened to his tackle, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's penis.
Yeah, right. So he was at the doctor's, and they were like, oh, what can you do for me? It's a bit embarrassing, I've got nothing down there, right? So they were like looking at it, going, yeah. Doctor, I don't know if he started like rubbing his chin with his finger or something. Looked down, he's thinking, got an idea. You know, you've got a lot of fingers, how many of them do you use? The patient's like, yeah, I see what you're thinking. They cut off one of his fingers, sewn that on to where his tackle is. He's happy.
Well, that's different though, isn't it?
Well,
that's where they've
really
taken
different.
tissue. No, but I assume they fashioned it into more of a knob than a finger.
No, I still think it's there with like a little knuckle and you know, fingernail and that on
Well, I assure you it isn't. They've probably used the finger as a basis to then build up some sort of knob-based organ.
If you were doing that, use a sausage. I mean, why lose a finger?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because your finger has your tissue, your blood type, and therefore would graft near your testicles. A sausage is a thing that's made by a butcher out of offal, okay, that really can't be grafted onto any part of the human body. That's why they very rarely use any meat products in surgery. I know, yeah. Well, I mean, why not use a sausage? You're a mental case.
I've been trying to take in too much information though, that's the problem recently. Well, I said to you last week, I've been like reading more books and what have you, and trying to take in too much. But the problem is, like, even watching telly and that now, Suzanne said to me, you know, stop doing that, stop watching telly late at night and going to bed, because it's making your brain too active. And I'm sort of...
Heaven forbid.
And, you know, I'm trying to get to sleep and I can't, and then when I wake up, she had a go at me the other day, right? Because it was the night after watching The Fat Baby, right? Woke up in the morning, and, she had a go at me because as soon as I woke up, I said, something like, how can you freeze time? And she says, are you going to say good morning or whatever?
I'm gonna burst! Just imagine it, right? It's that the sun comes out through the window. Oh, she's Carl's like that, his little head. His eyes open, he goes, one of those floppy night hats. How can you freeze time? Oh, God.
Oh, chimpanzee, that is only gone and written it down, the little...
That's the jingle for Karl's diary, excerpts of which we read each week. Get straight into it. A band from the Conga have won the Best Newcomers in a Radio 3 competition. They use pots and pans for instruments. It says that the Conga is a poor, sad place. So why do people do that happy dance at the end of parties called the Conga?
Right, one is the Congo. There's no place called the Conga. They come from a place called the Congo. Where do you come from? Okie dokie. It's a terrible place that we don't know whether to put our left leg in or our right leg in. Sometimes we shake it all about.
We're not sure if we should.
But, Conga!
So, we'll move on to this next one, right, which is brilliant. Dead short story, so, right, old woman, about 70 years old. She's normally fit and healthy and stuff, nothing wrong with her, she's having a good life. And one day, she goes for a check to the doctors, just to check herself out, 'cause she's getting on a bit. Says, take your clothes off and that. So she does, and checks her out, says, yeah, you're looking good, you're looking good. Turn round, he said, oh God. He says, you got a tumour on your buttock. Right? So she goes, oh. What, can you do anything to sort it out? So they go, yeah, we'll book you in for an operation, it's best if we remove this. Books her in for an operation, operation day comes, strip her down and that, they're all stood round, the doctors, start to operate, it only turns out it's a pork chop that she sat on 5 years earlier, and it had stuck to her buttock.
Right, Carl.
I can forward you. I'm honest.
Right.
No, listen. Serious.
Right, okay, Carl. I'm telling you now. I'm leaving. I'm never doing this show again.
No, I'm serious. Honestly.
You're talking. I've never had such. You are. Play a record. Play a record.
I couldn't believe it.
What do you mean you can't believe it? Stop the record. Stop the record. Stop the record. Right. Okay. Right. What do you mean you couldn't believe it?
No, when I read it, I said I've got to tell Ricky
This woman had a pork chop stuck to her arse for 5 years. You mental case. Of course she didn't.
But I always remember this story when I was a kid about some bloke who a bit sad, the story, but weird. He had throat cancer, right? And his doctor said, carry on with your life, right? It's not going to be that good, but just carry on, but don't eat meat. And he was like, oh, I love meat. He's like, yeah, but just don't, have your veg, plenty of vitamins and stuff, keep yourself strong, but don't be eating that. Anyway, he was fed up because he loved his meat, and his wife was feeling a bit sorry for him one day, and thought, I'm sick of him looking fed up and that, all he wants is some meat, for God's sake, give him some meat. So she goes to the butcher's, gets him a big piece of, steak and what have you. He can't believe it, he's like, oh, brilliant, cheers for that. Anyway, he's got the meat on his plate, just about to tuck in, and the cancer comes out from his throat. What? No, I know, it sounds really weird, but it's something that I was told about years ago when I was growing up.
What are you talking about?
It was just some bad illness, some cancer thing, and it was coming out waiting for the meat. It was sort of dying.
Again, I get a lot of your medical knowledge is from...
It's from the film Alien.
So this guy with throat cancer, Okay, as opposed to it being a disease of the cell.
It was like a living...
The alien.
So it was the animal. It was the little animal cancer.
That's why
what
he
are you
wasn't allowed to
talking
eat
about?
meat. He wasn't allowed to eat meat.
So it's sitting there. So it's actually sitting there in his throat. Why? I'll tell you what I'd have done if I'd have had some cancer in my throat. I'd go, there you go, rid of that. What are you talking about? So what happened?
He choked to death on this thing, and the wife was like, "Oh, I shouldn't have given him the meat after all." Just
That's a bollock story.
It's all. There's loads of weird stuff like that that happens in medical stuff.
Well, the terrible thing is, if you got testicular cancer and you eat meat, your bollocks come out of your trousers, and they're all over the plate, and you have to be asked to leave the restaurant.
But it doesn't sound like the great place to live, right? Could they not move? Could one of them go, do you know what, I'm sick of this. I'm moving or whatever, and go to a proper city. How far away is this, these Papa people, to the next...
They're like the Smurfs. They're very like the Smurfs.
But how many miles away from a place with a normal life going on?
But think about this, Carl. Firstly, they don't speak the language, so they don't have any practical skills. They've got no experience of civilization. So even if they chose to go and live in one of these cities, what can they do? How can they function? They'll spend, 15 years just trying to figure out what, how everything works.
Mind you, I have had the same thought about Inuits.
Right.
If you live in a house made of ice and eat fish all day, and then just stay in for 6 months, move. I really do. I mean, I don't understand why they're living there.
I think there's some bacteria that has better lives than that.
That's got to be offensive.
Why?
Okay, how about this is one of the weirdest things. This is one of the weirdest things, right?
Sorry! An entire people! An entire race
Just
of people!
dismiss.
No,
Just
I'm not having a go, but I'm just saying, I wouldn't fancy it, is what I mean. He said, what you've got to do when you go to sleep, focus on your toe, right?
Okay.
He said, and just think about nothing else. I said,
he's a witch! Did he tell you to put a toad under the bed?
no, he just said, focus on the toe and see how you go on and what have you. Next time you come in, let me know. Anyway, I gave this a go, focusing on the toe.
So what does this mean? You mean you sat in bed staring at your toes?
No, this is it. He said, like, lie down, shut your eyes, and sort of look at it, sort of thing. So I was lying there, and it just wasn't working because...
Oh, Carl, this isn't medicine!
Because I was...
You were thinking of a finger?
Well, no,
he found out he was thinking of someone else's toe. Next day someone called up and said, Carl, my toe's better.
No, the problem was I was still using my eyes even though I had them shut.
Oh God! Just when I think he could never come up with something stupid, he pulls that one out of the bag!
Right, so what does that mean?
Oh God! Hi, I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Stephen Merchant.
Hello.
Creators, writers, directors, star of The Office. If you're a fan of that show...
Who isn't?
Yeah, then you've got a treat coming up because it's the entire first series...
Well, if they're a fan, Rick, then they will have already bought the DVD and already seen the show.
Oh, no. Wait, let me finish. It's the entire first series, but with extra bits. We've got interviews of people, it's a retrospective, people talking about it, A-listers, chatting about why they think The Office is genius. Not my words, I'm not. I do think it's brilliant. Yeah. Do you know my favourite thing in The Office?
Go on. You? Thought as much,
Yeah.
When I first saw The Office, I was struck by how original it was on a bunch of different levels. And I think upon first viewing, I thought, that's really great. And then upon my 38th viewing, realized how genius it was.
My first impression of The Office was that it was a masterpiece, and unfortunately, as time passed by, nothing interfered with that glow.
It was so fresh and new in terms of the style, and for me, it reminded me of a style of humor that I think in Spinal Tap, Chris Guest and those guys created. I saw that show and I was like, this is incredible.
When I first saw The Office,
I thought, finally, there's something funny being done in the world.
I think the thing that I was most struck by is how original a character David Brent was.
Timothy! All right, have a quick word. Sure. Old office. Walk this way. Always start with a joke.
I've never seen a character in a movie or in television who is that obsessed with what people think of him. And I think a lot of the comedy comes from that. He's got way too much self-awareness, but way too little real self-awareness.
His self-image is, I'm the boss, but because I'm really funny, and I'm a really funny bloke, I'm also immensely popular. I can have a joke and a laugh with the people who, you know, I'm supposed to have authority over, and they love me for it, and all that obviously is always wrong.
What's up? Hey, what's up? I love that. What's up?
Oh. Tim is the one that you hope you are in the office, even though he's depressed and thinks his life is being pissed away in this place. You love watching Brent, but you don't want to be Brent. You want to be Tim.
That didn't happen by accident. It didn't happen because of my overwhelming charisma. Do you know what I mean? It happened because they wanted Tim to be the, you know, the kind of, I suppose, the emotional focus, or at least they wanted him to be the audience, yeah. And he was, you know.
Hey, dude.
Give it back.
I'm just using it for a second.
It's got my name on it. Apparently, they had a completely different idea when they were writing it of the sort of person that Gareth would be. He was supposed to be a much bigger, more macho kind of guy, and yeah. So I've heard that when I came in and auditioned, they changed their mind.
Because if you're genuinely physically scared of somebody, if it had like been Tim and Lee, that kind of character, then you just think, I think he's going to hit Tim. He's going to beat him up, you know. Whereas it's kind of Tim and Gareth. You think there's a man who thinks he's Napoleon, but look at him.
That's the correct way. Do you want to try that with me?
I'm fine.
Well, I'm supposed to witness you do it so I can tick the box.
Every single one of those characters is so perfectly cast and in a sort of new, informal way.
Hello, Wernham Hogg.
And Dawn, just the perfect look, the perfect pitch. You know, not so fabulous that, of course, everyone will be in love with her, but you slowly fell in love with her while you watched her.
I've got kind of hot hand, sorry.
Right, just don't touch my head. With Dawn, sometimes I wanted to give her a bit of a shake, you know, because she didn't pursue the guy that she really did want to. She didn't even get out of a relationship she really should have done.
You can say something.
And she had ambitions that she never really even attempted to pursue.
You just changing your mind, you always do.
What's wrong with that?
I think the camera is like another character in the office. It's a whole other member of our show because it added so much depth, I think, to what people said and did.
Obviously, one of the key aspects of the show was the sort of documentary style, and that had sort of been born out of how we'd originally got it made, and we shot something in a little documentary style, and we did that because it was a very quick way of filming. You can get a lot done quickly in a documentary style. You've got to worry about the finesse. And then over time, we realised that the whole sort of documentary boom that was happening at the time, the sort of docu-soap, things like Driving School and the Airport programme, were throwing up these amazing characters who suddenly were acting in a very specific way because of the fact they were being filmed.
I think the most extraordinary thing about the documentary format, obviously, was Ricky's performance with the camera.
Good. Well done. Well done again. Congratulations.
Right, thank you.
Because he was giving his own editorial version of how he thought he was doing, so that you had his ghastly behaviour, and then on top of the fact that he thought that his ghastly behaviour was absolutely excellent and cool and interesting and complicated.
Hey, Finchy!
Finchy comes in a ball of horrendous energy, you know, saying the crassest things, and Tim is able to go, you getting this? This is what I have every day of my life, you know.
Oh, yeah, speak to yourself. We wanted the look and the feel of the office to be very oppressive and very drab and ordinary and boring.
They had such a definite idea of what it should be, and it took 3 years to get it to the stage where they could actually make it. That's what made it a success, that they knew exactly what they were doing.
We didn't want anything sexy or cool or rock and roll. It was all anti that.
The opening titles, they just blew me away. I remember first time I saw it. The things you're seeing are so dull and grey, but it's shot in this incredibly cinematic way. and the slow pans and the low shot looking up at that horrible building. It makes it look epic, and the music is very epic, but what you're looking at is unimaginably dull. There's no doubt about what this is about.
One of the first things that Ricky ever did as the David Brent character, he had a couple of scenarios in his head that used to play out for me when we worked together. One of which was his character, his sort of seedy boss character, interviewing a woman and his slightly lascivious, lecherous manner, which is actually something we downplayed in Brent. Brent, in the original form, was a lot more seedy, perhaps, than he later became. But certainly that scene where he's interviewing the girl...
It showed another side of David Brent, because he didn't really know how to act. Right. The interview. See what we've got here. Karen Roper. Curriculum vitae. Brent doesn't think that that's creepy. He thinks that's romantic. He thinks he's a bit of a Lothario. He's thinking he's setting the mood for love. He doesn't think this is seedy or anything, does he? So he thinks she's going to go, "You're the most interesting man I've ever met." And you're handsome with your little beard.
One of the things is it's a great physical performance by Ricky. You know, I mean, obviously the gestures have now become slightly over well known, the tie, and the looks to camera. But he does sometimes, every so often, he will do bigger stuff. No.
Dave,
Oh, I'll do.
Juliet, can you give us a ring, please?
Go away. Good bloke. Good laugh.
Dave, it's Paul again. I don't think.
Leave me alone. It's fine. It's fine, that one.
There's loads and loads of moments, just the way he'll be when a woman's around, as opposed to the way he'll be when someone who he's frightened of will be around, some higher status person will be around.
All that sort of stuff, yeah. Just like complete control of the body. And it's all that now, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, it's all...
Busy?
Yeah, just keeping up the morale.
Can we have a chat?
Yeah. One of the things that we were exploring in the office is that cusp of blue-collar to white-collar, regular guys working in an office instead of a factory or being a mechanic. And what we did was we showed the difference between the two worlds, the world upstairs and the world in the warehouse.
Wow. This is scary, David. Don't tie any more cash up in stock unless you have to.
Thing is,
I'm sure you could lose more people from down here. Who's the foreman?
Taffy! Taffy! Glyn.
What?
We'll call him Taffy. David Brent is caught between those two worlds because he wants to be a lad, but he wants to mix with management as well. And it comes to a head when he's down there with Jennifer Taylor-Clark. What are you watching?
That's my dog shagging his dog.
Oh,
Glyn, I'm sure David's made it clear to you that you'll be losing personnel.
That's the funny bit. Look at Guz's face.
Yeah. He's trying to be cool and a lad, but he knows it's wrong. And he knows this thing, sexism, he's heard of that. And he knows about misogyny, he knows all those things. He knows all the isms. He just doesn't really fully understand them or go along with them all.
Take this upstairs, we're a bit busy.
You don't look busy.
Do you want me to get busy, love?
Sorry?
You be next, Gazza likes and posh.
A word with you now.
Yeah. That was out of order in a way. No, I'm not in trouble.
What's in here? It's a good shagging.
I might bloody have to now. See you later. David Brent hates having a woman as a boss. Deep down, he hates it. And he hates being undermined anyway by a woman. He hates being undermined by anyone in front of the camera. So it just, his world just implodes in that episode. One of the other themes in The Office is comedy itself. You know, you get a lot of things off your chest. We had a go at people just shouting catchphrases.
Ricky, leave it!
Props, just bringing in a funny thing.
Brilliant. Oh, God, look at that.
Pointing stuff out. Bad observational comedy, just pointing stuff out and expecting to get a laugh from it. Impressions. Impressions particularly of other comedy characters. Timothy!
Also, the parameters of jokes, you know, good taste, bad taste, you know, what you think you can get away with, what you should say, what you shouldn't say.
I'd say, at one time or another, every bloke in the office is woken up at the crack of dawn.
What?
People write good sense of humour as the thing they most want in their partners, And very, very few people actually have a good sense of humour. And David Brent is a fabulously tragic and comic creation because he really thinks he's got a great sense of humour. He thinks he's a great undiscovered comedian, and he really isn't.
We were very careful that David Brent didn't say, I want to be a comedian. He'd say, I'm a comedian. He thought he was a comedian who just hadn't been discovered yet. And now he's thinking that as this goes out, this is his series. This, to him, was like his own comedy show. Have you heard, Michael Jackson's new song he's doing? No. He's teamed up with West Ham football team, apparently. Yeah. Doing On Forever Blowing Bubbles.
I think Tim genuinely wants to be able to honestly laugh at stuff David says, because he can see he's dying every day. He sees that he's failing in all his attempts to be everyone's mate and to be funny. And Tim sees he's failing, you know, and he wants to... He would love to think, oh, he's going to really make me laugh now, you know.
What's white and slides down toilet walls?
I don't know.
Michael Jackson's latest release. George Michael's. Yeah.
Good, isn't it? Oh.
The pregnant pauses that take place on The Office are just I think that they're longer. Those comedic beats obviously have existed before, and they're always sort of fun to play as long as there's emotion and feeling behind them. But The Office takes those moments a little bit longer.
What? Nothing. See you later.
See you later. Take care.
Finch was brought in to show people that Brent wasn't a bastard. Because like I said, he was the boss from How, he was awful. He's not that awful. He's a bit of a twit. He wants to be loved, he wants to be hugged. He's like all of us, he wants to be popular. And his biggest mistake was confusing respect with popularity, okay? Whereas Finch is a nasty man. He's a bully, he's a narcissist, he's spiteful.
Speak to yourself.
Come on, spit it out, as your boyfriend said last night.
I was just going to say that back to you.
Yeah, but I don't have a boyfriend, you do.
You can't get a bloody word in
You
edgeways.
can't get what in edgeways?
Matron.
Come on then, fat lad.
Oh, fat lad, always. Oh, God.
Finchy.
By having talked about Finch for so long, and to see Brent's excitement about this man, to finally have him arrive and obviously be a crushing disappointment.
Well, what was fun about that is that whenever anyone says to you, you love my brother, he's just like you. No, he's not. I'm going to hate him. I don't want to meet him. He's going to be a nightmare, isn't he? Right? And the other thing, of course, is that, once again, Brent's blind spot. Finch doesn't love Brent like Brent loves Finch. They're not a double act.
Current champions are this team here, the Dead Parrots.
Bereft of life. He sleeps. If you hadn't nailed him to the perch, you would be pushing up the daisies.
One of the main themes of The Office was men as boys and women as adults. So boys never grow up. Their ego, their competitive spirit, their "Mum, look at me," never really goes away. And nothing brings out that male ego like a quiz.
Which insect produces gossamer?
Go on, what is it?
I want you to answer. Finchy.
What is it?
It's a spider.
The spider is an arachnid, not an insect. Yeah?
yes.
6 legs, all right legs. Huh? Thank
Yes.
you.
We can't stand to lose a quiz. Men can't stand to lose. If you're playing Trivial Pursuits, and I've heard myself say, "Oh, you got a pie for who's Mickey Mouse's girlfriend? I got Dostoevsky's first 3 novels. It's ridiculous." And you go, right, forget the pie. Right, just answer questions. Who knows the most? You know, we can't stand it. So we thought it was just a great way, apart from being a good office observation, it was to bring out the absurdity of men. My favourite episode, staff training.
I think one of the things we did when we started writing was sit down and for ages we just talked about offices we'd worked in, experiences we'd had, and obviously all the same things kept coming up. And one of those things that we both experienced in different places was training, being taught things that you already knew, you know, and how to work as a team. And we just thought, well, that's a kind of given as an episode.
The staff training day episode is my favourite, and yeah, it's because it's like a holiday. It's only 2 doors down the corridor that everyone's gone on holiday, but they're out of the office and it's like a day trip, and you've got a new face coming in to talk to them.
My name's Rowan, and I'm going to be leading us through today's sessions.
Under me. Go on.
Well, as David has briefed me, he says that a lot of what we're covering I think you'll be familiar with, but it's not necessarily a bad idea to recap anyway.
It's a breath of fresh air for the people in the office, but quite the opposite for David Brent, who sees it as a real challenge to his authority to have this guy coming in and telling them what he should be telling them.
I'm going to play a very bad hotel manager who just doesn't care.
So,
and
if it's a Basil Fawlty type character, then with their tale, maybe I should do it just for the comedy.
Yeah, well, let me just play, just to kick things off, okay?
I'll probably bring so much to this role anyway, so...
Right.
He couldn't stand it. He couldn't stand competing with this guy. I mean, he'd brought him in to train him, but then he wanted to be the boss, and it was just so much fun to watch him squirm, just to try and get in the front of the queue for attention.
Right, so, well, some interesting points.
Very interesting points.
Flagged up there. It's not not quite the point I was trying to make.
Different points to be made.
I'm more interested really in customer care.
So am I.
It's Tim's opportunity, I think, just for a little sleep and to spend time with Dawn, and he can kind of, nudge her and just have little quiet asides with her, That's perfect, I mean, and I remember that sort of situation from school. Any excuse just to spend time with the girl that you fancy is the best thing ever,
The documentary style gave us a whole new element to that romance that I don't think people had been able to do before, because suddenly they were under a microscope all the time, and it meant that they couldn't express themselves in the way that you can in a regular show. In a regular show, you can take someone behind closed doors and you can declare your love, and it's fine, and it's between the two of you. But in our documentary world, that camera was always on them, was always spying. So it meant that everything was much more illicit, that the time they shared together was always being observed.
I remember Ricky and Steve saying that they were really fascinated by non-verbal communication, and just how body language is however much % of our communication, but it's a big one. It's a big percentage of it, and it's kind of the most important telling stuff.
That feels nice, actually. Doing that would be nails.
Shh. When are you going out then?
End of the week
when
drink.
When are you going out then?
Well, tonight, hopefully, I thought.
Hello. Hi.
That's right. I've got kind of hot hands, sorry.
Right, just don't touch my head.
Oh, that way.
Ooh!
Yeah, I know. Like
that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, all right. Thank you very much. Thanks,
You're so lovely.
No, I'm not lovely. No, you are.
Snotty.
You're snotty and I'd marry your snot.
I think if I were a viewer, I would have enjoyed watching Tim and Dawn and their journey because it didn't seem implausible and it didn't seem unreachable. They made it feel as if you could have these little things inside you, these little stories that can come out, rather than it being this glossy Hollywood love story where they all end up brilliantly happy, but everyone's unbelievably rich and beautiful and in, sunny lands, and it doesn't feel like where we are, you know what I mean? And so I think I would have enjoyed seeing it play out.
For someone like me, the romantic drama, particularly of the great Christmas special, is one of the great romantic comedies of all time, one of the great romantic stories of all time. I think the very best sitcoms have had profound things at the bottom of them. I suppose that's what makes them good.
All of my favourite shows have always had a sort of romantic strand in them, whether it be Northern Exposure or Moonlighting or Friends. And I think it's one of the reasons, one of the things we liked is the kind of soap opera feel that the best of those shows have. Soap opera not being a sort of a damning phrase at all, that actually there's something about watching from week to week and building an understanding of that world and caring about those characters that's very unique to television. And a lot of British comedies don't seem to do that enough, and it seems strange. You're coming week after week, so you can draw people in. And so we were very keen to have that romantic thread, because we knew if we just kept going, it would just become the sort of beating heart of the show in a way.
The supporting cast were actors, but sometimes it just said in the script, man one, woman one. And we gave them all names anyway, just in case it popped up, because we wanted that realism. They came in every day, they were sat in their seats, and they'd really be typing. And then one thing in the script said, someone leaves a message on his answer phone, and it was Ewan, and he was just cracking us up.
Hello, you're through to Keith.
I will be at training all day today. Please call me or leave a message, and I will call you tomorrow.
One of our pet hates was exposition, where someone walks into a room and goes, Jonathan, you know your sister, the one that went to the Gambia, who's a doctor? Yeah. But we found out that we could do that with Keith. Because of his strange, laconic tone, he could remind the audience what had happened and what was embarrassing. So it was funny anyway. But for people who'd forgotten, oh yeah.
So you resigned then?
Yeah, I've just got to hand him a notice, make it official. You know.
You embarrassed yourself and all, didn't you, asking Dawn out?
No, I didn't ask her out. That was... Why does everyone think... It was as a friend,
Right,
okay? It was just
right.
as a friend.
You see, it ended with me taking a bite into the Scotch egg. We're talking about watching Pete practice. Boring, isn't it? Just staying in watching Pete practice with your life.
Yeah.
Not for me, I like it.
I'll just stay...
That was so good. That was so good.
Something would put us off or something would go and one of us would always kind of crack and lose it. And we just couldn't get it right. We got through 3 or 4 Scotch eggs, and eventually they had to give me ones back that had a bite taken out of them because they didn't have enough bought for the number of takes it took. So a couple of times I had to disguise a bite that had already been taken out and go in again. Boring, isn't it? Just staying in watching Pete practice with your life.
Yeah, it is.
Not for me, I like it.
Yeah, I just stayed in at a big... It was one of the 400,000 scenes that we couldn't do in under 4 hours because it was just a lot of laughing, you know.
I was the worst corpser of all. Yeah, I mean, it's strange because my job is to try and make people laugh for my own amusement, but sometimes that goes wrong and I can see fear in their face. Or I found myself funny and I'd laugh and ruin a take. Also, even if you've written the lines, if they're funny, I still laugh.
What's the difference?
A dwarf is someone who has disproportionately short arms and legs.
I'm so sorry. What's the difference?
A dwarf is someone...
Fucking hell! You can't help corpsing. You can't help. You can help putting people off and making them corpse. But if someone's finding something funny, you know, I celebrate that, really.
I thought I found a lump. I examine myself regularly. I get checked out. It's fine, but terrifying. Testicular cancer. Cancer of them old testicles. What's that?
Oh, God, that was a great one.
We'll do it again. We'll do it again.
Damn.
Steve came over once in the office and said, Rick, it's like making your own TV show isn't interesting enough for you. You've got to have other things going on. And so, I do, you know, I multitask. I try and get something in the can, and I try and ruin the take for my own amusement.
Action!
$9.99 pure silk, so I had to snap it up. OK.
He can't stand to do the same take twice, and so he would change something about it every time.
Action!
And Wally Burton, 2 for 10 quid, so I went, yes, please.
Something would have to be different, and that was the thing that would crack you up.
Action!
And, you know, Deaf Nobby Burton, who comes around with a case, 2 for...
Why are you making it harder for yourself?
OK, I'm sorry. OK, I'll just say Nobby Burton, who comes round with a case. 2 for 10, I've got 4.
I think sometimes he'll improvise an idea that will amuse him and that will amuse someone else. And now Ricky thinks, right, OK, I've got them now. And then he will just keep going. He just thinks, well, this for my own amusement. Even though we're making a TV show, the clock's ticking, we're losing money, and we've got to get it on BBC Two. He's thinking, no.
That probably contributed to making it so funny as well, because it was so fresh. Each one of those takes that finally got into the series was unique.
I've only just reached a point where I can watch it now and enjoy it and not really be thinking about how it was made or what he was doing that day that was terribly annoying. Now I start to see it, I think, for the first time as audiences do, and I can't remember some of the episodes, I can't remember some of the scripts. Jokes amuse me now for the first time, and so I've just got to a point where I can sort of see it and enjoy it. And now I feel more proud perhaps than I did then, because I really feel excited when I see a little clip of it somewhere, because it just feels such a three-dimensional world. I think that's the thing you're always trying to chase as a writer, is a world in which people believe those characters exist. and that somewhere they're out there, and that, I think, you know, is its sort of greatest, for me at least, our greatest achievement.
Yeah, I mean, I've only got fond memories of everything from meeting Steve to winning the Golden Globes, you know.
What I think really, you know, has changed American television is that by bringing over an American version of The Office and really staying true to the tone of the original, and then it becoming a success in America, has totally revitalized comedy on television in the States.
I keep it on in my house sometimes just for comfort. I just keep it on. I'm not even necessarily watching it. I'm just sort of listening to it because I find it comforting to... That sounds weird. Yeah, I keep my pants on.
We've always been a bit staggered at how successful The Office has been worldwide, and I think that what I love about it the most is that the characters are essentially the same in the remade shows. Brent is still Brent, and Tim and Dawn still Tim and Dawn, Gareth still Gareth, even though the names aren't the same. The characters essentially are...
At one time or another, every bloke in the office is woken up at the crack of dawn.
What?
Lâche réceptionniste. Hein?
Ah oui, oh, viens. Anne, viens. Oh oui, viens, Anne. Oh, viens.
A la camita.
Put my stapler inside a jelly again. That's the third time he's done it. It wasn't even funny the first time.
Il est chiant, il arrête pas de me mettre du fromage partout dans mes affaires.
Pero mire, pero cómo voy a desperdiciar comida, hombre, por Dios. Pero cuánta gente puede alimentar.
I thought I found a lump.
Realmente me encontré un poroto, una cuestión re fea.
Cancer des testicules. Une peau de testicule. C'est quoi?
It's a bit of brie.
What, from down there? See you later.
I look back and there was that romance with writing our first sitcom, you know. But I couldn't be proud of The Office. I honestly couldn't be proud of The Office, even if it hadn't won any awards and hadn't done. You know, I think that I was proud when we'd finished writing it. I knew that we'd done our best, and it's the first time I've ever tried my hardest at anything as well.
There was nothing really about that job, the entire job, that was not very enjoyable, especially in hindsight, because you come away and you do lots of other jobs. I've done lots of jobs before and lots of jobs since, and as always, you don't fully appreciate things when they're going on. You know, you forget that this isn't all going to be as much fun as this. You know,
I haven't worked on anything that was such a joy to work on since. I've worked on some great stuff and had a great time, but there was something very special about that, about working on that, and we knew it.
That particular job was full of nice people, funny people, smart people, and people that I was glad to see every day, and sorry when that ended.
I'm still proud of it to this day, and you know, people ask me about it the whole time, and I'm always happy to answer their questions, because it was a very important part of my life and still is.
My biggest ambition from a young age was to write, honestly, was to write and be involved with a sitcom that would be thought of, you know, fondly and possibly even amongst, you know, the sort of much-loved sitcoms. And I feel like to some degree we've achieved that. And so now I don't know what I'm doing with the rest of my life. Now I've got to sort of recalibrate my expectations. Now I'm just filling up the hours before I die. That's why I'm here today. That's not gloomy, is it?
You got voiceover work, though, haven't you?
I've got some voiceover work. Yeah, that's some voiceover work. Barclays.
Sell out.
This is the worst part of my job.
At the radio station, Hammond dragged us straight into a planning meeting with the show's rather nervous-looking producers.
Fill this in. So if we come out at the top of the hour here, you've got news, and then you've got sport, and then you've got weather.
Hold on a minute, it just says story there. What story?
So these are items throughout your programme.
Yeah, so we've got to think of things to talk about.
On the day we did this show, there was certainly no shortage of material. John Prescott, for instance, had been caught with his trousers down.
Is this not the single most amazing story ever?
And Charles Clarke had lost 1,000 immigrants. So what did James think would most interest the listeners?
Because when you're at the jet wash, should the bonger go off halfway through the cycle or at the end?
Also, the show was going out live, which could be a problem, given the loose connection between Jeremy's brain and mouth.
Right, the average weekly audience is about 250 to 300,000.
Not all of them are in invalid carriages.
Oh! Get this idea out of your head,
Sorry,
please.
you said invalid carriages.
Well, what's the weather?
You will make sure he doesn't say things like that this afternoon.
What? Right, now I want you to show me how I can solve this 8-foot gorilla. What do you suggest I do?
The meeting rambled on for ages, during which time nothing got sorted.
The idea of reading the news butt naked.
Almost.
And then, with just over an hour to go...
I still don't understand any of this.
So, at 1:15 and 1:45, there are the headlines that James can read.
With half an hour to go, Jeremy suddenly announced, worryingly, that he'd been working on a plan.
Tonight, there won't be a single queue or jam in this region because I'm doing the travel on this show.
With 0 hour fast approaching, even Jeremy got busy.
Got it.
As I acquainted myself with the studio, James set about mastering some of the station's other technical equipment. With just a few minutes to go, 250,000 Southern Counties listeners were starting their journeys home.
Richard, where's the turntable? Brought the records.
Jeremy, there is no turntable. It's 2006.
And they were all expecting their usual slick and helpful drive time show.
You've got your interview first, haven't you, as well?
Who? What interview?
You've got, oh my God, that's me.
I haven't got the... No, James, you can't just nick
I've got
those...
MacArthur.
We were primed and ready.
BBC Southern Counties Radio.
Good luck, everybody.
Going to the bank holiday Monday.
Here we go.
Southern Counties Radio, I'm Alina Jenkins.
That shouldn't have happened. I'm going to fade it out, and then you're going to talk.
Right,
Is that it? Is that your intro? Can I just say good afternoon? This is still BBC Southern Counties Radio, and if
We weren't what you'd call slick.
Can I do the weather?
Yeah.
I've lost it. Have you got the headlines?
Yeah.
I've got them.
Yeah. No, you do them.
I haven't got any headlines.
And the jingles Richard had brought along were dreadful.
So you think of this one, lads? It's great.
I've been driving in my car, listening to Jeremy Clarkson.
how much did you spend making those?
£5 a pop.
No matter, we would redeem ourselves with my new, brilliant and extremely complicated traffic system.
What I've done here is I've fixed up a link between the Highways Agency's headquarters in Godstone in Surrey, so I can see all the traffic cameras from all the motorways in the region. Now what's happening is we've got an outside broadcast truck at Godstone. It's firing its signal up to a satellite 22,000 miles in space, back down to White City in London. They're firing down to a switching station in Tunbridge Wells, and here we are in the studio looking, and if I can swing the camera around now, we can get it off the main pictures. I can even zoom in.
With full control of the cameras, Jeremy could reveal his big plan.
Instead of telling you where the traffic jams are, I am going to give you the registration number of the car that has caused them.
So, he's not just reporting on the traffic, he's bossing it about.
Brave. Now, who's this for coming down in a Volkswagen van? You're leaving a 200-yard gap there. Now, close up.
While Jeremy was shouting at the traffic, James and I were getting to grips with the music.
No, don't tell me. As promised earlier, it is Wang Chung and Dance Hall Days.
Oh, you sprung that on me, rather. Do you want to do that again, James?
As promised earlier, it's Wang Chung and Dance Hall Days.
Maybe just once more for me, mate.
Just play something else.
Oh, all right.
Oh, it's right. He's no idea.
Yeah, you see. I'd just like to apologise.
BBC Southern Counties Radio Travel.
Hello, is that me?
That was slick.
It was time for another of Jeremy's rubbish travel reports.
Oh, no, look! Somebody, here we go. Somebody in a... It seems to be a Land Rover Discovery has jackknifed while carrying a trailer. No, it's a 4x4. It's a good job it was. That's why he's still alive. Lucky you didn't listen to the Liberal Democrats on that one. The two outer lanes of the motorway, please get out of them because they're blocked by an idiot in a Mitsubishi who's managed to crash into his own trailer. And people are moving over far too soon, which means that the motorway network is not being fully utilised. We paid for it, drive right up to the crash, use it, and then get your window down and tell the man exactly what you think of his driving.
Precisely.
Oh, no, what we've got here is a travel flash, actually. My thanks to Janice. She tells us that in Dorking High Street, a caravan has come adrift of the car blocking one lane. The police are in attendance. Police, are you armed? I hope they are. They could take it out and just shoot the drivers.
Thank you very much. That's the travel with Jeremy Clarkson.
Even we could see the show was pretty bad. But then it got worse. Hammond mistimed a trip to the loo, and while he was in there, a song finished.
Hello? Is there somebody there? Is anybody there? Hello?
Come on!
Oh.
Then I forgot I was going out live. Well, he's ginger and he's Welsh.
Okay.
And then we upset the station's sports reporter.
204 for 9, the latest score. Karl Hopkinson, 45. Rana is 26 not out. 3 wickets apiece for Dominic Thornley and Sean Irvine. As for Surrey, they're going much...
That happens.
53 for 3, is that good? I don't understand.
They've scored 253 runs and they've lost 3 wickets, sir. It is cricket. It's a game that's been played in this country for about 300 years.
What, the same
why
game?
don't you get the Observer's Book of Cricket, which will tell you all of the regulations that you need to know, and then you'll be OK. Well, now... I'm sorry.
Worse still, my traffic system really wasn't working out as planned. The cameras were not able to give enough details, so my reports were becoming a little vague.
Jeremy, go.
It's all completely hopeless. Everywhere I can see people in Astras, M25 Godstons jammed up at Junction 6, Barrow Green. Don't use it. Don't use it. Stay at work, be productive, and buy a helicopter.
It's not particularly helpful what you're telling them there.
No.
I therefore decided to personalise my reports.
Hello there.
Hello, how are you?
Bit fed up as I can't work out whether I'm supposed to be turning off the M25 or not. We're trying to get home tonight.
Where are you? So you're
I'm going anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise. You, my son, have had it.
Oh, thanks a lot.
I'm screwing it up.
With the traffic system ruined, we were running out of things to say.
Which is, if you use a jet wash, should the bonger on each cycle go off at the end of the cycle or in the middle? If the bonger goes off at the end of the foamy brush cycle and you've only done the bonnet, you've had it.
The switchboard began to light up with angry listeners, one of whom was called Mrs. Smith.
Mrs. Smith. Hello, Mrs. Smith.
I came home from work at 5 o'clock, and what a load of rubbish this is, and I think it's absolutely dreadful. I've been an avid listener to Southern Counties for a number of years. For God's sake, bring back Dominic, Busby and all the rest of them.
Yeah.
It's all a load of rubbish. Thank you and good night.
With the locals ready to lynch us, we decided to get out early.
This is a 9-minute song. By the time it's over, our show's over. We could. Do you want to walk through Brighton after the show we just did?
I've got the car around the back.
By the time this is over, we can do.
No, just back.
Down the backstairs.
Sorry, down the stairs.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going.
Sorry.
MacArthur's Park is melting in the dark.
Although there are some who may disagree. And it is time now to take a look at a group of people who have been working really hard trying to make some money for comic relief.
Hi, we're students from Guildhall, and for this year's Comic Relief, we'll be staging a West End production of The Office, the opera.
Because I'm a huge fan of The Office, I chose to use bits of the script from the first series and put them to music, and get opera singers to perform it.
We've already sold all the tickets for the shows. I think we've raised about 80 grand for Comic Relief. The last thing left to do is to get the permission from the writers of the original series, Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant. So, here we go. So, here I am at Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant's offices to get their permission. So, excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Hang on, sorry. Hello, Ricky Gervais Industries. Yeah, I'll just put you through. Hello, Ricky Gervais Industries. Yeah, no problem. I don't have to wear that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It helps.
I'm here about The Office, the opera. We spoke on the phone?
Yes. Okay, no problem. What time is it? You should be awake by now.
Yeah.
Hi, Stephen.
Huh?
Stephen Merchant?
Yep.
The fella from The Office, the opera is here. Shall I bring him through?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Right, let's get you in there.
Okay.
Exciting.
Brilliant, yeah.
Thrill for you, I imagine.
Yeah, no, brilliant.
I'll just say now, anything you see is confidential. The fella from The Office, the opera is here.
Shoot. Right, hi. Well, for Comic Relief this year, we've written a new opera based on The Office, and we're putting it into
Ooh, that's gonna cost you, baby.
Sorry?
Serious Bunts. Most successful British comedy of all time. Shown in over 90 countries, remade in 7. It's like a franchise. I'm like Ronald McDonald, but I ain't no clown. What money are we talking?
Oh, well, we're not going to make any money.
Ooh, you're a good businessman. Not.
Well, no, no one will make any money except
That's
the
a
charity.
good pitch. I don't even give my family money.
Well, you'd be helping to fight poverty and social injustice.
No point, no point, no point. Comic Relief, watched the first one back in 1988, raised all that money, lo and behold, 21 years later, can we have some more?
Rick, sorry to interrupt.
Better be good.
Well, you know what happens, don't you, if you do a lot for charity?
Yeah, your hair turns white like Richard Curtis. Look at him. Little wretch. That's the gallery of all the people he knows not to put through on the phone. Pests. Every last one of them. Begging. He's the worst.
Rick, if you do a lot for charity, you can end up with a knighthood.
Knighthood? Yeah? Does that sell more DVDs? 7 million worldwide. Or does it get you more awards?
Well, it is an award.
Keep talking.
I mean, it's really the top award, isn't it?
Have I got one?
No.
I haven't got a knighthood?
No.
Seems a bit weird, with all the awards I've won. 82. How'd you get one of them?
The Queen gives it to you.
Call her.
Well, I can't call the Queen.
Offer her a part in extras.
We're not doing any more extras.
Got out when we're on top, same as The Office.
Always worth doing something for Comic Relief, though, Rick, because, you know, allows you to show another side of yourself.
How many sides of me do they want to see?
At least one more would be good. I mean, I think you're a versatile actor.
I am.
I'm a huge fan. But what do you say to that small group of critics, tiny group of critics, who say you're not a great actor at all in any way because David Brent, for instance, is not a great creation because you basically are David Brent? What do you say to them?
He sat back in his chair, pondering the aforementioned slanderers. To wit, vis-a-vis, am I or am I not, like my brilliant comic creation, David Brent, entering my self versus ongoing fictional personality dichotomy? I would say no, I'm not. So what?
It's a brilliant argument, but I suppose what they would say is David Brent, he's from Slough, very near Reading, where you were actually born in real life, which means you sort of do the Reading accent.
Brilliantly.
And then remember Andy Millman in Extras?
Yeah.
He's from Wokingham, also in the Reading
Reading area.
area. And Ghost Town, that film set in New York that you did. Weirdly, you play an Englishman who also appears to be from the
Reading area.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one does the Reading accent like me, except everyone else in Reading. But
What if we go down and see the production, and if you like it, then you can give it your blessing, and off they go?
So, they want to see another side of me, do they? Versatile actor. You seen the film Gladiator?
Yeah.
On my command, unleash hell.
Did you just do that in the Reading accent?
Yeah, I can do it in any film or TV series you give me. So, if I'm like David Brent, sue me.
You're not even wearing a tie.
You never know what you're going to get. Versatile.
Silence! Please welcome Ricky Gervais. Begin.
People say I'm the best boss they know. Oh, you're such a laugh.
You get the best out of us. You're such a love. Such a love. Such a love.
Gareth Keenan, assistant regional manager. Gareth Keenan, assistant regional manager. What is in there? It's my stapler. Well, don't do that. Eat it out. There's people starving in the world, which I hate. It's such a waste. There's been a rape up there, there's been a rape up there. I got his attention, always get their attention. There's been a rape up there. There's been a rape up there. Son.
Desist. Ricky Gervais wants to know, why are you singing everything? That wouldn't happen in an office.
Oh, well, it's an opera, so that's kind of the point.
Ricky Gervais wants to know, why is the person playing David Brent so fat?
Padding.
Ricky Gervais wants to know, why would you want to make him look fatter? Ricky Gervais says, why is he not playing the role of David Brent?
He's not part of the group. He's a stagehand. He can't even sing.
Ricky Gervais says the deal is off. He does not like your attitude, and if you continue this farce, his lawyers will rip you a new a-hole.
Did he say a-hole?
No, I've cleaned it up.
Hi. Well, due to technical difficulties, we won't be doing The Office, the opera, anymore. But we have come up with a new idea which we think is even more exciting. We're working on a new musical based on the songs of one of Britain's best-loved bands, Westlife. So now I've just got to get Louis Walsh's permission.
Come in. So you need my help?
Ooh.
Favour for a favour.
Oh.
Fantastic physique.
Yeah, but they're just paintings.
Yeah, paintings of my fantastic physique. Room for a small one?
Oh, God. Oh.
Don't bother, it only opens from the outside.
Oh, don't get up. Oh, Mum.
You raise me
to pick up a dwarf?
Oh, yeah. Drunk and disorderly and riding a children's tricycle down a dual carriageway.
Right, they can press charges?
No, if you're happy to take him into your custody.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Yes, sir.
That's what I mean. As soon as they even think they're in a film, they're going to get wasted.
My name is Maximus Minimus, and I'll have my end away with your wife or the next.
We had to confiscate his sword.
I've got my own sword. My bog sword. Ha! Whoa!
He's thrown up over his own penis. You're not getting in my car smelling like that.
Don't need to. I've got my bike.
No, Pete, you can't go on the bike. Not again. No, whoa! Stop! Pete, stop! Oh, don't go on the dual carriageway. Take the back roads. Just, what is he? Oh, how long's that going to take him to get home? Oh no, he's off. Look, he's just flailing like a dung beetle. Oh, it's pathetic.
Would you say you've ever been brave? Because I was thinking before we did this, I can't think of a time when I've ever been brave. I don't think I've been cowardly. I've just never been in a situation where I needed to be brave, particularly. And I've always managed to avoid fights, conflicts.
Yeah.
See, when I was in Salford, I'd nipped to Greggs to get a pasty. I heard some bells going off. I came out, just thought, I don't know what that is. Went over to the car, sort of thinking, I can't wait to have this pasty when I get home. Cup of tea, nice cup of tea, maybe a bit of bread.
I love the fact that his head was just filled with food because he was buying food and thinking food. When he's eating, I'm thinking, I'm eating food. Just one big globular mess of food cells in his head for the duration of the food experience.
I can remember that food thought going on now, and it was probably like 15 years ago. But I remember how happy I was. I'm out of the Greggs, I've got what I want, I'm on my way home, this pie's hot, it's going to be hot when I get home, it's going to be a nice cup of tea, bread.
These are the things you save, and yet you forget really important facts.
Yeah, he doesn't know why wars are happening, but he does remember this.
Yeah, but listen, this is why I remember it. Like I said, you forgot the bit that I said. A bell going off. I don't know what's going on there. I'm walking over the road, put the key in the car, I turn round, bloke comes running out the post office, obviously the bell's gone off, he's got a big shotgun, balaclava on, and he stops and looks at me. He's there with a big gun in his hand, and he's looking at me. And I wasn't scared. I just was thinking, does he want me pie? I remember thinking, if he said, I want that, I'd have to give it up.
So a man with a gun.
I told Suzanne, she said no, he was probably thinking about nicking your car. He's got
What,
your
he
key.
didn't have a car ready? He came,
No,
he
he
had the
liked it.
balaclava, the gun, and he goes, fuck me, I forgot the car.
In the end, he sort of ran off down the back alley.
I love the fact that he looked over at you for a split second and you thought he might be interested in your
Was
pie.
there other people around? Were you sure this happened and you weren't reading a comic book?
No, it happened.
And so he looked you in the face. He saw
through
you.
his balaclava, he made eye contact. I looked at him. Everything sort of stopped for a minute, and then he just sort of legged it off down the back alley.
And what did you do? What did you say to the police when you obviously
I
were?
didn't. I just went.
Well, you were a witness to the crime.
Have me pie. Like I said, it was warm. It's not going to stay warm forever, is it?
But when it was on Crime Watch a few weeks later,
No, it wasn't. That's what was weird. I said to Suzanne, let's watch like Granada Reports tonight, see if I'm on the telly or anything. Nothing. Didn't even get reported.
Why would you be on the telly if you just ran away?
Just didn't say CCTV or something like that. If I was involved in it, if they went, this happened today in Salford outside Greggs. Are you this man with the pie? I wanted to make sure I was well out of this one. Because Suzanne sort of said, should you get involved? But you shouldn't get involved, because then I'm at risk, aren't I? Nobody was killed.
You are. We're back to bravery again, aren't we?
Yeah, it is bravery.
Go on then.
It is hard eating a knob.
So what are you saying? You could...
I'm saying, like, I could eat a knob at night. 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 night. I could eat a knob at 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 night. I could eat a knob on a stick. I could eat a knob at night. 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 I could eat a knob on a stick. I could eat a knob at night. 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 I could eat a knob on a stick. I could eat a knob at night. I could eat a knob at night. I could eat a knob at night. It is hard eating a knob.
Carl, it's what we've all been waiting for. Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right, well this one sent in from Sam in New York, right? And it's about a fire that happened, right? In a really, do you know, like in New York, they have loads of big buildings, don't they?
Yeah.
Right, really, really tall ones.
Skyscrapers.
And stuff. Yeah. And there was a fire in one of them, right? So they did as expected. They called up, you know, fire brigade and that. They turned up, right? Fire engine parked up. It's like, right, where's the fire? And they said, oh, it's on like floor 100 or whatever. And they said, oh no, we've brought the fire engine with the short ladders.
Stupid mistake, but go on.
Right. So anyway, so they said, well, how are we going to get up there?
Yeah. We can't.
But they've only brought the short ladders.
No, we can't. Let's go home.
Yeah.
Okay, that was monkey news.
So they said, well, there's a lot of like grippage.
Because they made up words. The firemen, the NYPD firemen.
There's a lot of grippage
On the side of the building and stuff. So anyway, they said, why don't we just go and get a monkey, right? So they got a monkey.
Yeah,
that's a bit of a jump.
Is
They
that
just-
policy now in the New York Fire Department?
Well, you know, you've got to think quick, haven't you? At the end of the day, if people are up there, you don't start querying if it works or not. You try everything that you can to help someone out, right?
That's the first thing I thought of, was it a monkey?
So it was quicker for them to go and get a monkey than to go back and get the long ladders.
Why don't they get
Okay, fair enough.
Why don't they get Spider-Man?
Yeah, call Spider-Man.
Yeah, call Spider-Man.
So anyway, so they got a monkey down there, and they said, right,
Where'd they get it from?
We don't know, from the local zoo or something.
Oh, yeah.
So they said, look, let's, you know, we've got to remember there could be someone up there, and it'll shock them a bit if a monkey comes in, right?
Yeah.
So they said,
Yeah, I don't think they'd care. If their building's on fire, they're not going to go, oh, it's weird, there's a monkey in the window. They'll be screaming, save me! Oh, there's a monkey.
So
Away
anyway,
from them.
So they said, right, we'll just get it a little small uniform and that, the smallest you've got.
But whoa, hold on though. Actually, where are you going to get that? I'm going back to the station. We'll get the long ladders while you're there.
No time.
No, I bought the small uniform. I just didn't bring the long ladders. You're an idiot.
So anyway, it goes up there. It's got all the kit on and what. It's got its little harder on and all that. It grabs. There was like a little person up there. Manages to grab that.
Not
give it a little.
Who was up there then?
It was just
someone that was just the right size for a monkey to be able to rescue, which is handy. Because if it had been anyone else, like a larger person or a family, we'd all been screwed.
No, I don't know about the size of it, but it's just the story saying how like it was quite a big monkey, and that it was good at breaking down doors.
Oh yeah.
It was good at climbing into small spaces and stuff like that. Anyway,
but
so
it's big enough to carry a fully grown man, but small enough to climb through a cat flap.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
which is handy.
So anyway, it managed to, you know,
Did it have the boots on as well?
It got the person and everything, and now it says it, you know, it's sort of it's on call if they ever need it again. So.
Sure, and if they ever get anywhere again and they've forgotten the long ladders, but there's plenty of grippage, they just call for Coco.
So that's this week's monkey news.
Bollocks.
When are you going to say cut? It's a long way this, I've only got little legs.
Still going! Still fucking going! It's not fair! Let's try!
I'm going to call Cat. Look, now you're winding me up, I'm sure you are.
When it gets to the end, what are you going to do?
Oh, this is ridiculous. I don't think I ever let her down in the bedroom department. You know,
Nice.
You know, I'd like to think that I always satisfied and
Sorry, I'm out of character here. I couldn't do that.
as far as I'm concerned, you know, I gave it 110%. You know, every time. Quality job.
It was good. I was in trouble earlier.
Quality job.
I was in trouble earlier than you.
He ticked the air. Quality job.
Oh! Do that again.
Okay.
Alright, count there. Oh my god.
Oh, God. So childish. God.
Нет, я не шпион! Я не шпион! Я умоляю! Oh, hey, look at you there. Do you want to speak Russian like me? Send me all your money.
Всем привет и добро пожаловать на мой канал. I'm an American and it is time to learn the Russian alphabet. This here is a normal American A. It makes the ah sound like ah, and the Russians stole this from the American language. This is a pregnant soap dispenser. It's pregnant with bubbles, so when you use it, it makes the b sound, b for bubbles. So this one must be a B as well, right? No, this is a V. Russians copied our homework and changed it just a little bit so that they would not get caught by the teachers. But you can't fool a smart American patriot. Я слишком умный. This is a non-pregnant soap dispenser. Since it's not pregnant, it will not have a baby saying goo goo gaga. This makes the G sound like in goo goo gaga. This crab-looking abomination scares the living shit out of me. For some reason that only Satan can grasp, this makes the D sound like da 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 da. This looks like an E. E stands for egg. Now picture a chicken laying an egg. Seriously, think of a chicken pooping an egg out. What sound does it make when it comes out? You're right. Yeah. This makes the yeah sound. Now the E has eyes on it. This represents you watching the chicken lay an egg with your eyes. What would you say the moment the egg comes out? You got it. Yo boy. This is the yo sound. Yo. This is the handsome Squidward of Russian letters. I am not gay, but I am attracted to it. It makes the je sound like je, just like in the gorgeous language of French, je. This is literally the number 3. This must have been a glitch that the developers accidentally left in during an update back in the day. This makes the Z sound like z. This is a backwards N. More proof that they ripped off the American alphabet and only changed a few minor things. This makes the E sound like E. And this right here is a backwards N with a really sexy unibrow on it. I swear I'm straight, I think. This makes a Y sound like at the end of boy. You know what I mean? This is just a K sound stolen from us again! Блин, это наша американская буква, блядь. And it sounds like K. K. If you look really hard at this one, it kinda looks like an elephant with its trunk out on the left. What do elephants do for fun? You're right, they lick things. Lick. Makes the L sound. This makes the M sound. M for monolingual beta, which you won't be once you learn Russian. This right here is my least favorite letter. It looks exactly like an H, but it's pronounced like an N. It confuses me, and now I sometimes pronounce H's as N's in American. I get really weird looks at Pizza Hut. This letter is why I have trust issues. Yes, it is technically an O sound, but sometimes it's an A sound for no reason. You just have to accept that you're absolutely with this one. This looks like a porta potty. You know one of those bathrooms you find at a concert or something? It makes the P sound p. This is an R sound. R. The leg on it that would have made it an R ran away. You get it? This is a heterosexual or homosexual C. In American, the C is bisexual, since it can make a hard k sound or a soft S sound. In Russian, it's either just straight or gay, since it only makes the soft s sound. This is boring as shit. It's literally just a T. This letter is a weeaboo. This makes the oo sound like in ooh. Just picture it at an anime convention saying ooh. This makes the F sound, fa.
The F stands for holy frick! Why is there a stick stabbing the circle? For some odd reason, this makes an H sound, which is kinda harsh but not too harsh, like ha, ha, хорошо. If you saw my last Arabic vid, you know I suck at H sounds in every language. This alien looking thing kind of freaks me out. It's like a glass of milk that grew a little leg. It makes the TS sound like t, t, t. I don't know what's with them and making numbers into letters, but this is literally just a 4. It makes the ch 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 sound like ch 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 chia. Shut up, пожалуйста. Shut up, sh. This makes the deep sh sound. This is the same thing as the last one, but it has a little pinky sticking out, so you know it's a bit more elegant. This is sh. It's less deep and more elegant than the sh. I think. I kinda suck. This is literally 2 letters. I don't know how they got away with this, but this is the ooy sound. Just kidding, it's the E sound, but I like to exaggerate. This is a bootleg Euro symbol, and it makes the E sound kind of like in the word etta. This looks like a fish, and you know what else looks like a fish? You look like a fish. It makes the U sound. This blatant disrespect for the American R is actually the ya sound. Ya. Ya is actually how you say the word I in Russian, so if you didn't know any words, now you do. Now let's see how good you are at reading Russian. Read this word. What? No, that's not how you say it. It's здравствуйте. Did you not learn anything from this video? Maybe you'd be better off learning Mexican or sticking with American, you monolingual beta?
44 by on that one. Action!
हमें मालूम है हाय कि बारे में कायदा कानून नहीं है पुलिस इसके बारे में कई कार्रवाई है
अरे स्कॉटलैंड यार्ड की पुलिस से कम नहीं ना है बिहार पुलिस
Scotland Yard?
Yeah.
हमको मालूम है हुआ है के बहामे jungle राज shelter है कहीं political leaders का बयान हमारे पास
Good. Rolling. By take on. Action.
Hey, Connie.
ये वही काले पांडे है ना जिसने IAS की बीवी का रेप किया था?
I just laughed. Sorry about that. It was good delivery. That was good. Hey, Connie. Sorry, I'll do it again. Right, go on. Do it this time.
Hey, Connie.
Action.
Oh, sicko. Yeah, Connie.
ये वही काले पांडे है ना? Why are you laughing?
I'll go. Sorry.
You gotta be right now.
Yeah, I know. He's just been battered. I know. It's just.
Action.
Yeah, Connie.
ये वही काले पांडे है ना जिसने IAS की बीवी का रेप किया था?
Can you just get a single on him? Just have the camera on him when he says yippee.